Hey.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. What's up, guys? Yeah, this was kind of unexpected, huh? I mean, any Q&A for me is unexpected.
Yeah, I would say
Yeah.
so. Always a good treat, though, to be fair, whenever I can make it. So that's good.
I mean, Q&As are usually my favorite kind of videos to do. Because I get to chat with the homies and talk about movies and physical media. My two favorite things on the planet.
Stuff? Yep. So, isn't that the good stuff?
Yes, and as you can see with the Violent Night icon, it's my buddy Steven.
Yep. So, I tried uploading a -1, but I couldn't find a good picture, so I decided to just stick with this. Plus, it's Violent Night, so it's all good.
Video game, Die Hard on Blu-ray.
Oh, that scene is so great. But
just pure hilarity.
Pure hilarity. And I saw that movie on my birthday, so that's a good one to see.
That's a good birthday movie right there. That's a good birthday movie. Yep. I mean, I saw The Covenant on my birthday last year, and that was a great birthday movie for me.
Guy Ritchie's?
Yeah, the Guy Ritchie movie, The Covenant.
Oh, that's a great birthday movie as well.
I think my birthday movie this year is going to be Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes, which I'm not going to complain.
What month is that?
It's in May.
Oh, okay, so pretty soon. Cool.
Yeah, so May 10th is my birthday. So.
Oh well, happy early birthday.
Well, thank you very much, buddy. I appreciate it.
No worries. That should be very exciting. Man, you know what? I feel like this is perfect timing for me to revisit those movies. I should.
My boy.
Who is it? Oh, Noah. What's up, man?
What's up, man?
How you been doing?
Good to see you, man.
Work.
Work.
Yep.
If you guys don't know Blazing Saddles, then if you guys don't know what that movie's from, then it's from Blazing Saddles.
Mm-hmm.
But I do want to say this though.
Outside of work.
Watching movies.
Nice. Do I follow you on Letterboxd, Noah, or do you have Letterboxd? Because if so, I follow you. Okay,
yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, hold on.
Let's see.
Oh shit! Abigail comes out this weekend, Cam.
That's right.
I did not know that. I should probably check out that movie.
I'm planning to see it this week. So.
Okay, that's cool.
I'm going on Saturday.
You're going on Saturday? That's cool.
I think you're going for a date, right?
Yep.
Oh, nice.
Because you got to see Civil War last week on a date, and your girl, and apparently your date. I was gonna say girlfriend in quotation marks, but that sounded kind of awkward.
Oh yeah.
But your date seemed to love it. So
she loved it. She didn't like the ending.
Yeah, man.
I'll have to check out Civil War because I enjoyed. I was kind of positive on Ex Machina, but I don't think I was in the right mind space to watch it. I loved Annihilation, and I don't really have an interest in men, so I'll definitely be checking out. I might be checking out Civil War.
It's worth it, dude. I promise you that it's worth it.
It's well worth a watch. If you see it in theaters, that's the way to see it. Because I can't imagine seeing it any other way.
I mean, I've been getting pretty fortunate with theater viewings where people haven't, fingers crossed, been fucking shit up because I don't know if I've told the story a million times, but when I went to go see Across the Spider-Verse, kids were yelling, really cringy jokes were being thrown around. So I hope that isn't the case with Civil War. I don't think it will be since
it's not going to be like by any stretch, dude, because it's like
it's not that kind of movie, to be fair.
No, it's not. Not even close.
Mm-mm.
There's no way that people would be yelling those kind of jokes here for Civil War.
It's not even the fact that they were joking. It's the fact that they were being really just like loud and really irritating when I was watching Across the Spider-Verse. It pissed me off so much.
Nah, man, I don't blame you. But yeah, they still haven't put up stuff for my theater yet for Abigail or Ministry of Ungentlemanly Warfare, because they do have Ungentlemanly Warfare on the list for this week. I'm keeping my fingers crossed and hoping that we might get it, because that was actually kind of a last second listing, because they didn't have it on the list for a while.
Do you have like a Cinemark or something, or a Regal, or is
No,
it just like a local theater? Okay.
I just have like I just have a local theater. It's it's basically it's a 5 cinema theater. So
okay.
And so far, man, they've gotten like so far the 3 out of the 5 movies they have in the theater are all rated R movies.
Okay.
I'm not even joking you, which are Civil War, The First Omen, and Monkey Man. They have those in the theater right now.
That's a good listing.
Because the next 3 movies that they have listed are also all rated R, which are Ministry of Ungentlemanly Warfare, Abigail, and Challengers.
Okay.
So I'm like, is my theater just running to get all rated R movies now?
Probably.
I'm
curious about In Ministry, because I'm not the biggest Guy Ritchie fan except for The Covenant. Just that British style humor just doesn't really click with me. But I'll say this: I love Men on a Mission movies like Inglourious Basterds, Where Eagles Dare, and stuff like that. So this looks kind of like an updated version of those kind of movies. So I'm looking forward to it. Plus, I think Henry Cavill's in the lead, so that should be a fun watch.
He is, yeah.
Definitely curious about that one. Abigail, I'm curious about because the premise seems pretty interesting, and we'll see with that one. Civil War, like I said, and Challengers. Not really that familiar with Luca Guadagnino's work. I mean, I know what he's done, like Suspiria, Call Me by Your Name, and stuff like that. But I'm not really I've never really seen any of his movies, so I don't know what to expect. But this is a biopic, so maybe it's gonna be a good one. Who knows?
Yeah, with his one film. But I also just got news from Jared. Noah also saw this in the group chat on Instagram. We are getting a physical release for Monkey Man. So
yep.
Let's fucking go. Let's go.
What were you gonna say, Noah?
And that movie comes out on 23rd. I think Monkey Man comes to VOD on the 23rd. So I didn't get to see it in theaters.
And guess what movie came to digital today that I just bought?
Immaculate.
Bingo, sir. Immaculate came to digital, and I'm so freaking excited to watch it.
I rented it, and I watched it right when I got home from work. I couldn't wait.
I mean, dude, I know you were not going to resist watching your girl Sydney Sweeney be a nun.
No.
I know you were not.
I might check out Immaculate. It's just that the whole religious horror scene has kind of been overplayed, and some of them are really good, some of them are really bad. So I'll have to give it a watch. I'm curious.
It is going to be that movie is definitely very divisive, from what I know. But one movie that is coming to digital on Friday, I'm not joking you, it's coming this Friday to digital. I am watching it as soon as I get home from work before I see. Maybe actually, I should reverse that here for a second. Oh, look who's here! It's Cam.
Hey, Cam, what's
up? How's it going,
dude? How's it going, man?
Pretty good.
I'm glad to see you.
I was just kind of hanging out. I was watching Venom 2, then I saw that you sent a link for a Q&A, so I was like, I've seen Venom 2 7 times, so I'm gonna hop in tonight.
I get you, man. But
yeah.
But I wanna. But since we're on right now, I'm gonna show you guys so far what I picked up this month. I mean, we're not even halfway through yet. We're actually no, we're halfway through, and I've already gotten a shit ton of movies.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I got of course I got some stuff from the pawn shop, because every time I go there, I always go ham. I always pick up at least 10 titles, because they're all $5 a piece.
So, Dan, I would show my face, but I don't have a webcam right now. unfortunately, and mine
Good,
doesn't have a
good
built-in
catch there,
webcam.
man. Good catch. So first up, these first two I did get from the pawn shop at different times. So I did get Family Guy, It's a Trap. It's a parody of Star Wars Episode 6, Return of the Jedi. And obviously in Family Guy version. This one I just got today at the pawn shop. It's a 2-pack of Under Siege and Under Siege 2 Dark Territory.
Okay, so I have an opinion because I am an unapologetic fan of 80s and 90s Seagal. So I enjoy the hell out of both of those. I don't care.
And
Under Siege 2 is actually better than the
$5 for both of them. Like, how can you really blame me if these were like $5 for 2 movies?
Well, if anything, I'm congratulating you because I like both those movies.
There you go.
You get to see Gary Busey in a wig and makeup in the first one, and Tommy Lee Jones gets his ass kicked. So that's always fun.
There you go. Okay. Next up, is a big old franchise right here, of 7 movies. So I got the Tremors Attack Pack 1 through 4.
Only seen the first 2.
Tremors 5. Tremors A Cold Day in Hell, and Tremors Shrieker Island. So I did buy all 7 of them. I did buy this one at the pawn shop, but I got the rest. I got these off of eBay. And Cold Day in Hell and Shrieker Island were actually brand new factory sealed when I got them.
Rest in peace, Fred Ward.
I've only seen the first 5 movies. I have not seen 6 and 7 yet. I plan on it because I absolutely love the first 2 movies.
7's a lot better than everybody gives it credit for, but it does something that it should have done a while ago. That's all I'm going to say.
Don't say anything else, but
Nope.
I love the first 2 movies. Like, the first 2 movies are actually the best ones in the franchise, easily.
I have the arrow of the first.
I also, kind of a hot take. I actually do really enjoy the third one. Everybody hates the third one. I actually like the third one quite a bit.
Never seen the third one.
Next up, I also just picked this one up at the pawn shop today. A little movie called Reasonable Doubt, starring Dominic Cooper and Samuel L. Jackson. Every time I go to my pawn shop, I always see this, and nobody picks it up.
Is that a good or a bad sign? I wonder.
I don't know. I've never seen it. But dude, I gotta support my boy Samuel L. Jackson in some way.
Yeah.
So, and it was $5. So,
yeah, fuck it at that point.
And then next up, from my man Jason Statham, a little movie called 13.
You showed that one before, I think.
Yeah, I'm not sure where this one lands. I haven't seen it yet, but you guys will like what I'm going to show a little bit later. Speaking on Jason Statham, no spoilers yet. You'll see. And then you guys are going to be questioning me why I bought this one. 10,000 BC. I know. It was $5. Okay.
I haven't seen it.
It's pretty bad, but it's sometimes kind of fun to watch. And then Son of a Gun, because I'm a big Ewan McGregor fan.
I've heard you. I think you've rated that movie on Letterboxd. You said it was really good.
It's really good, dude. It's one of the more overlooked A24 films.
Oh.
And then here's another one with Jason Statham, Revolver. Guy Ritchie's Revolver.
Him and Jason Statham do a lot of collabs together.
Also, is it just me, or does it seem weird that Jason Statham has hair in this movie?
That sounds like an alternate reality Statham. I mean, Jason Statham with hair.
You never see Jason Statham with hair.
Is just unheard of. And it
I don't
looked
think
like
I ever wanted to see
you
him
can
with
even
hair.
speak on that since you've seen both the Crank movies. You never see Jason Statham with hair.
I don't think I want to see him with hair. I feel like that'd be too unnerving.
We've seen him fuck his girlfriend in public.
Revolver. I just found it jarring.
We've seen him snap a man's neck in midair, but I'm not prepared to see him in hair.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Good way to put it. Speaking of more Ewan McGregor, here's Deception. Again, also with Hugh Jackman.
Never
I know
heard
this
of
dude.
it.
I know this dude's a big fan of Hugh Jackman.
Love
So
Hugh Jackman. I mean, just by the X-Men movies that I have over here, I love me some Hugh Jackman. Got a
There you
Wolverine
go, dude.
hat right here. Wolverine mask also.
Nice.
Like,
Very cool.
Yeah.
yeah, he is definitely a big Hugh Jackman fan.
huge.
Are you looking forward to his return?
Oh, it's my most anticipated movie of the entire year. I cannot
I'm
wait.
skeptical about it, but at the same time, it is cool. To
Like
see.
it looks good. Like I mean, I'll just give you that. It looks good. Not overly excited though. I mean, it
I
looks good.
guess if it doesn't like ruin the ending of Logan or try to undo that, it's fine.
I don't think it's gonna undo that. I don't think so.
They
Like,
did
maybe if
say
it's-
when they first announced Hugh Jackman's return, they did say that they loved the ending of Logan, and they were going to kind of leave that, and this is like a different version of
Okay.
Wolverine. And
Mhm.
also, I love his suit. I think it's like pretty much perfect, and I'm super excited to see after 24 years of playing the character, Hugh Jackman in a Wolverine costume.
A lot of people, when he was first announced, were like disappointed that he didn't have the classic yellow suit. So
Mm-hmm.
I guess at this
Yeah, I
point,
don't know. But we'll
people
see.
are happy.
Like I don't mind the leathery black suit. Like it's fine in context of the movie, but like
Right.
I'll always prefer the classic.
Color
costume.
always looks better on a superhero outfit instead of just, like,
Especially when
gray
it's
and
such a
black.
big group like the X-Men. Diverse costumes really help them out.
Yeah.
There you go. That's a good way to put it. Speaking on actors that have also played superheroes, again, this one was also $5. Priest.
That's not a very great movie, even if the concept's kind of cool.
The concept is great, but not a very good movie.
Like vampires.
But
in
again,
the
it was
future
$5.
is
dude.
pretty damn cool.
Like again, it was $5. You can't blame me
Yeah.
for that entirely. And
That's true.
I love Paul Bettany. So
There you
Yeah.
go.
He's
And,
great. So.
yeah, so and I always forget this is from the same director as the movie Legion, also starring Paul Bettany.
Okay, and that
was fucking
that leads me
terrible.
to another thing. When I bought that movie, I bought it at Walmart in a DVD 3-pack with Gabriel, Legion, and Priest. And I watched all three and got rid of it. Priest is not good. Legion is kind of bad. It's kind of like I don't know if I'd say. No,
I
not
thought
radical.
Legion was
It's kinda like
just
hip-hop.
woof. That's a bad
Yeah.
movie.
I didn't think it was horrible. It was kind of fun in parts, but it's not very good. Gabriel was boring, and Priest wasn't very good.
Yeah, so and then
There was
next
like
I
a
got
slew of like religious action movies in the early 2000s. You had Constantine, Legion, Priest, all that kind of stuff. It's crazy.
yeah. And here's American Pastoral, another Ewan McGregor flick, actually directed by him.
Didn't know he directed a movie ever.
Well, he did.
There you go.
And then next I also got The Wrong Turn remake, which I've actually heard pretty good things about, so I'm excited to watch it. I also do have the 3-pack of the first 3 Wrong Turns coming in. But I actually also do plan on buying the 4th one though, because I don't think the 4th one's really that bad of a movie. But I actually do like the first 2.
I just can't
Wrong
believe they
Turn.
made like 6 or 7 of those movies. I didn't know there was such a
I
demand
hate
for
5 and 6 for sure.
Mm.
5 and 6 are terrible. 3 is not good, but it's not the worst. I mean, that goes to Wrong Turn 6. Like Wrong Turn 6, if you can call a movie softcore porn, that's that movie. Like I'm not joking you. Wrong Turn 6 is softcore porn. Moving on. Next I got This Is 40.
I like Knocked Up. Haven't seen This Is 40.
It's fine, but it's way too long. And then here's one of the ones that Steven sent to me. Here's The Secret of Nim.
Yeah, before you continue, just want to give the people in the stream a heads up. If you're interested in trades or if you want a movie, hit me up. If it's cheap, I'll send it to you. I'm trying to manage quality over quantity of things, so just give me a shoot up and we'll work some things out. Just wanted to put that out there.
Yes, and if you guys need his email, I can send it right to you. So
Yeah.
So-
We'll make the dealings proceed, so to say.
it's a good way to do it.
Or if it's
So,
cheap to send them, I'll just send them out. It's not a big deal. But
Yeah.
we'll talk. Continue.
here's Blue Chips, Nick Nolte. And then just got this one today. The Magnificent Seven remake
That's a great remake.
from Antoine Fuqua. I got this one at the pawn shop. I saw it with a slipcover, and I was like, "Yep, grabbing it."
Oh, did you show the rest of the package? I just want to get people's opinions.
Not yet. They're coming up later because I usually try to save the boutique labels for later.
Oh, gotcha.
And also the steel books also for later too, because because I always get a lot more Blu-rays than 4Ks, steel books, and boutique labels.
Yeah.
So then we got Reign of Fire. I'm just gonna try to buzz through these. Jack the Giant Slayer. Ready or Not.
That's a fun movie.
I cannot wait for Abigail this week from the same guys. Can't wait.
Hopefully Abigail wins for me.
Yep. MacArthur. Role Models. Hilarious movie. I love Role Models.
I think I saw part of it on TV.
Looney Tunes Back in Action.
Mm-hmm.
Sea of Love, which I actually just watched for the first time. Very good movie. Nice little murder mystery, actually. So I'd recommend it. And then with Jason Statham, Cellular. And then also just got this one today, True Grit. That's the remake.
I've never seen the original.
The original's good. I prefer the remake for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Young Haley Steinfeld's in that.
That is true.
You know what? I didn't notice when I first watched. That's interesting. The Coen brothers directed the remake, right?
That is correct.
Ah, okay.
And then we got The Box Trolls.
Never seen it.
James and the Giant Peach. Also just got this one today, World War Z. And then The Spectacular Now. Also just got this one today, Paranorman.
Nice.
And then we got Casualties of War. American Graffiti. Got this one today, Home Alone 2, Lost in New York. Freaking like that was the sound of a tool chest. I love that. I'll show this later with the other one. And then here's the next three that Steven sent me. We got 3 Outlaw Samurai on Criterion.
I wasn't a fan of that one. I tried. Hideo Gosha is a decent director from what I've heard. I liked Violent Streets, but that one's all right.
And then we got an Arrow Video Blu-ray. We got the original Children of the Corn.
I gave you that because I'm thinking about getting the 4K. So I'm just like managing what I do and don't. That's why.
Yeah,
but,
and even though I know the Children of the Corn franchise is awful, I actually do enjoy this movie quite a bit.
I've only ever seen the first. I like the first. It's good.
The first one's a good movie. I like it.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the second one, it's fine. 3, that one sucks. And then Children of the Corn 4, The Gathering, I actually do like. And then 5 onward is just garbage.
Damn.
And then this one I was actually most excited for because, I mean, I'm a Scream Factory sucker, and I love this cover. If you guys saw the live stream from a couple weeks ago, or actually last week now that I think about it, you would have seen my reaction to this. Valentine.
Yeah, I don't dig that movie personally. I mean, it has its moments, but for me, it's just way too tame. Even compared to Scream, and Scream is tame.
Yeah, so there's the look at that slipcover, dude. That slipcover is freaking badass.
Well, that's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
No, the slipcover is great, and Mary Shelton from Scream's in it, so there's that.
Mm-hmm.
So it's got some.
And then the only new release I've gotten so far, which that's going to change since The Beekeeper is out next week. I'm a beekeeper. Protect the hive. Again, I have to do that every single time when I talk about Jason Statham.
Mm-hmm.
And then, so we got Lisa Frankenstein.
Never saw it.
It's really good. It's really good.
Okay.
And then here's the last thing that Steven sent me, which is Alien Covenant on Steelbook.
Yeah, I don't like that movie. I liked it when I first saw it in theaters. Opinions kind of gone down. Ugh. fucking toss.
Town downhill.
Town downhill. I only need the first 2 films, and I'm pretty much good.
There you go. And then I got the Mondo Steelbook of Guardians of the Galaxy.
Possibly gonna
Steelbook?
grab it. Possibly gonna grab the Mondo. Debating on it. Money's a little tight.
And then we got Tomb Raider 2018.
I've only ever seen the Angelina Jolie ones. So
I actually like that one. I like the Alicia Vikander one. It's pretty
okay.
good. And then we got Silver Bullet on 4K, the Scream Factory 4K.
I do want to pick that one up at some point. Since I do.
And then we got True Lies on 4K.
Oh, you got that one.
They didn't have like a good listing for Aliens or
The Abyss. The Abyss is gone. You can't get The Abyss anymore. Well, actually, no. It's actually been restocked, I think, on Target.
I'll have to take a look, but that was actually the only one I could get off of Amazon, so I got that one.
I might get it because there's a feature. I think a new feature with Arnie and Jamie Lee Curtis, but I'm not getting it for the transfer since I've got the Spanish Blu-ray.
And then I'm sure you guys were waiting for these. So I got Crank on Blu-ray.
Oh yeah.
Very
Crank
normal
on
movie.
4K. And I actually just picked this up today at the pawn shop. I could not believe my eyes when I found this. The standard Blu-ray for Crank High Voltage.
Nice.
Yeah.
So yeah, like when I saw this, I was like, that's fine.
Yeah, both incredibly and fun and insane movies.
Well, I mean, the first one's a pretty normal movie. I mean, look, like, I mean, if you've read
I don't know about
review-
normal, but more normal
look,
than the
we've
second
all-
one.
We've all boned our girlfriends in public. We've all snapped a dude's neck in midair. We've all fucking
We have
done
all been on
crazy-
fire, and we've
Well, I haven't seen the
flipped off
second,
the
so that's
camera.
pretty normal. Yeah, so I mean,
Like
these
that.
just sound like everyday
I mean,
American
we've
citizens.
all bounced off of a car. Like,
We've all
That's
thrown out.
true.
We've all thrown out cab drivers and associated them with terrorist organizations. These are all normal things that we Americans do. Like, this is no big deal, guys. Like, I don't get the gist. I don't get the hubba.
Yep, it's a regular Tuesday.
Just a regular Tuesday. We've all crashed our car in a mall and jumped off a really bad, poorly CGI rendered version of it.
Yes, but but I can tell that's definitely I can tell you were joking on that one there, Steven. Like,
Well, no. Of course, I'm fucking around. That movie's great. I haven't seen the second one though.
you have to
I
check
like
out the
the
second,
second
and also
one.
like watch the second one with our commentary.
Mm-hmm.
Especially when we get to the. I know what Mike is talking about, the horse race scene.
Oh my gosh.
The horse race scene in Crank High Voltage. Like,
I
that
warned
scene is
you
freaking
guys.
Insane.
I warned you guys, and
Somehow you still sold it short. Like,
Again,
I have
we
no
don't try to sell
context
it to
for
a
this,
point
so
where it's
now
like
I'm
you're not.
genuinely curious. I was
Just
gonna make the
skip-
watch long, but I was a little preoccupied, so I'll have to give it a watch at some point.
yeah, I'll go
Skip
watch it
right
with the
to the
live
horse.
commentary though. Yeah,
It-
that's the way it's meant to be seen.
it's
Yeah,
so
so-
good. All you guys who hadn't seen it, I was just waiting for that scene because you saw that first little bit, and you're like, it can't get much crazier. I said, just wait. Just
As
wait.
soon-
Yep. And then
as
look what
soon
happened now.
As it cut to the grandma, I had a feeling where it was going, and it still like shocked me.
Okay, now I'm like curious. Grandma, horse race, Jason Statham.
All in
fuck
one
is gonna
scene,
go
by the
on?
way.
Oh yeah, and also to be fair, this.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, look, we all need a jump start in the morning. I mean, come on. Coffee's not
Yeah,
gonna do
true.
it.
Yeah,
A jump start in the morning, put in a freaking electrical jolt on our tongues.
Yeah, I mean, it's like tongue, nipples, whatever the fuck you choose. But pick your poison.
whatever your kink is on the Wednesday morning.
Well, it's not even just a kink. It's just, to get startled up. Rustle up the jimmies. Just
Fucking
average
gay,
shit for
bro.
average shit for people.
TMI.
I mean, is that what people don't do? I find that very odd.
Remind us
That is a
not
little
to
bit
watch
TMI
your,
though, dude. I'm just gonna say that.
your
It's a little bit
OnlyFans
TMI.
scam there, man.
Hey. I know you're subscribed. I'm just kidding.
I want my $25 back.
Yeah.
But continue. That's a good way to start.
So I have. So yeah, they got the standard Blu-ray with the slipcover for Crank off of eBay, and same thing with the 4K. And like I said, I found the Blu-ray for Crank 2 at the pawn shop. Like, 'cause I went to the pawn shop earlier today after lunch, and we stopped in. Well, actually, no, after we stopped at Walmart because I couldn't find anything. Surprise, surprise, couldn't find anything there. So then I walk in and I see that I see this is like right here. I see the spine of it and I was like, oh, no way. It's mine.
Yep.
Like there was no way I was not going to get a separate copy of High Voltage. Like there's no way. I mean, I know I have the Jason Statham collection, but I don't fucking care.
You gotta have it separately. It deserves it.
I mean, when you have a movie like that that's so balls to the walls insane. Seriously, dude, that movie is. I'm still even laughing it off, like, because, dude, again, just the horse race sequence.
Okay, now I'm curious.
Yeah.
The fucking top the first film, honestly.
It tops
like
the first
what?
film in every way, just in
Yeah.
that 5 minutes.
I think they're tied for me. I think they're
Well,
tied. I mean, I could definitely watch the first one a little bit more than the second one.
But wait, would that mean that Crank 2 is also ahead of T2 for you? Just out of curiosity, it doesn't matter to me. Whatever your opinion is, I'm just curious.
Yes.
Okay. Interesting and
I know
ballsy take. I
know what people are, dude. I know what people are gonna say. I know what people are gonna say. But guess what? I'm trying to. Let me see if I can get a sound effect for that.
Well, listen.
Well, again, this is just for other people that like to come at me for shit like this.
See, now I haven't seen any Terminator movies, so I can't comment on that. But I know
Just watch the first two, and you're good to go. Oh, and play Terminator Resistance, and then
All
you're good.
right.
Play Terminator Resistance. Watch 1 and 2. You're good to go. You got your.
All
story.
right. Good to know. Good to know.
Don't watch Genesis. Don't watch 3. Salvation's kind of meh. And then Dark Fate, I originally liked when I saw it. I don't like it, and I'm just anyone who wants the 4K Steelbook, we'll make a deal.
Okay, so basically, this is what I have to say for people that are going to come at me for thinking that both Crank movies are better than Terminator 2.
I don't give a shit.
Yep.
I mean, Mike, it's definitely the best of the sequels after 2. And I think it could technically work as a prequel if you think about it. But, I mean, I think it really is a prequel. But, I don't know. I'm not a big fan of it. I mean, The Future War, I was originally want to watch it, but The Future War was described as, like, dark, neon. And granted, it's from the 80s. So, their vision of the future is going to more so fit that mold. But everything in that, the movie doesn't have any color. It's all dry, desert, gray, and that would work for most post-apoc films, but with the Terminator, the future was envisioned far more interesting. So, I don't know. For me, it just didn't work personally.
Totally fair. All right, I got something. I'm trying to see if I can think of this really quick. See if I can get this one. There we go. Hold on. Okay, I got this. Damn it! Oh, fucking A, bro! I messed it up. Trying to. Okay. Good. Again, this is another response. God fucking damn it! I messed it up. Again. Yep. What the hell did you say to me? Like that kind of shit, you know? Oh, man. It's good. That's good. There's this guy there's this guy on TikTok that I found because of Movie Buff Grant on Instagram. Yeah, shut the fuck up, Mike. You're the one who slept on me.
Damn.
There's this guy. Yeah, there's this guy on TikTok that does these great impressions of cartoon characters. I'm gonna play one for this one right here.
Who can take the fucking trash out? You take the trash out, bitch! Fucking jackass! What the fuck you say?
He's like, "What the fuck did you say to me?" Like, fucking jackass. Could you imagine just insulting somebody by just saying "fucking jackass"? But how are you guys doing tonight?
Doing all right. Chilling. I'm debating on picking up the Apes trilogy to revisit the movies on 4K. It's only $30 for all three. I'm thinking about pulling the trigger.
$10 for a movie?
Yeah, $10 for a movie on 4K. I mean, that's not a bad deal, is it?
That's not bad at all.
I mean, yeah, I guess that's a good deal. I don't know. Do you guys think we needed a Kingdom of? I mean, I'm kind of excited for it, but do you guys think we needed it? Like, I think War kind of ended things off.
I don't think we really needed it, but I mean, I'm interested to see where they go with it.
Needed it? No. But after hearing that the 13 minutes they showed at CinemaCon was so good, I'm looking forward to it. And what everyone said about Deadpool 3, ooh. If you guys haven't heard it, good luck.
Have you heard about the no South?
Hey, Mike. Apparently,
hey, what's up?
Apparently, there's some controversy involving you today. Celebrity scandal. You apparently slept. It's okay.
Yeah. I didn't have a monster this morning, so I'm extremely tired.
You should issue a public apology.
I'm
We
very
need an
sorry for my
apology
actions.
video 3 minutes ago.
Yes.
I'm very sorry for my actions, and I will make sure not to do it again.
I'll make sure the party that was harmed is known that I will never do this again.
I will put my hand up and I will apologize for it.
No, I was sleeping with Sydney Sweeney, so okay,
that's not excusable.
Then what are you doing? No. What is your excuse? Why are you here? Why are you here?
Yeah, actually, wait, that's an awful excuse. Why aren't you over there?
That was, yeah.
Why are you here?
She wanted to take a shower.
And
again,
why
I
are
quote,
you here still?
And again,
Why didn't you take?
Why are you here? Wait, hold on. One sec.
You should make You should make a public apology for failing as a man right now and not following up on this. Damn it, Mike! You let me down again. Fuck.
Wait, what?
Beat
No,
all
she
of
wanted
us,
to
and
take
now
a
you.
shower. She wanted to take a shower, though. What else was I supposed to do?
Broski.
you go in there. Can I join?
The fuck, Mike?
Can I
Have
join?
you not seen Porky's?
Oh,
Well,
yeah,
that's what-
Porky's.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh. I haven't seen Porky's, but now I don't want to.
Oh, all I gotta say is, oh.
Oh. To kind of quote what you said, we're talking about the pool scene in Winnie the Pooh Blood and Honey from you, Mike. Oh.
Listen,
Mhm.
listen. I'm hoping that Blood and Honey 2 has a bitch slap that can beat the first film's bitch slap. I will always not quote, I will always defend that bitch slap from the first movie. It is the perfect bitch slap. If Will Smith would have slapped Chris Rock that way, I probably would have been cool with him, honestly.
Like,
if it was
like
that
okay,
cool.
like here's the bitch slap in Winnie the Pooh Blood and Honey. Like that.
Oh, I thought that was a
It's
fucking
that-
karate chop, not a bitch slap.
Like no,
I
he put
think
his hand
it's
up.
both.
No,
Like,
like Winnie the Pooh puts his
simultaneously.
hand up like this, and then.
I mean, if
But
if we
basically,
can-
basically, this is his karate chop.
Uh-huh.
I mean, look, I mean, if you could slap someone's face off like that,
No, dude, he karate chopped a guy's face in half. Like,
like how is that not
like,
a good movie?
how do you have
Objectively.
that kind of power with just one hand?
Well, I don't know. I mean, here's the problem.
To karate chop somebody's, like, to karate chop half of
Well,
somebody's face off.
Now we have to ask ourselves: is Winnie the Pooh a mutant because he has the power to control bees? I mean, he literally sent a swarm of bees to kill someone in the first movie. So we have to ask ourselves.
No, I think he contacted.
This
Jason
is why you
Statham
have to
just
watch.
get the bees
This
ready.
is why you have to watch part 2.
Yeah.
This is
No,
why
I think
questions.
wait, hold
I
on,
have
guys.
questions.
I think he actually contacted Jason Statham just to get the bees ready.
I mean, yeah. I'm
Because
actually kind of curious for Blood
he
and
knew
Honey
that
too.
Jason Statham was a beekeeper, so basically he was like, yeah, hey Jason Statham, get the bees ready. I'm gonna need them for the movie here.
No, but it's like he called over the bees with his hand. It's like he mind controlled them or something like that.
Like he's just like this, like
Like,
come
come
on,
to me,
man. Like,
baby.
how
All
are you supposed to
questions
get
will
them,
be
like-
answered in part 2.
Okay, now I'm curious. Wait, have you seen part 2, Mike?
Yep, saw it opening night.
I did too.
You had
It's,
showings for that movie?
Mhm.
Yeah.
How
Well,
the
that was just
fuck?
only for a few days. That was just only for a few days.
yeah, I saw it with my brother and my grandma, and we had a great time.
That's an interesting movie to see with with Gam Gam, I can imagine. Oh,
She
it's
saw
Winnie
the first
Pooh.
movie, so we were like, let's take her to the second one. Why not? And she liked it. I think. I don't know.
That's no
Is it
better.
Is it better than the first?
Like on another level than the first. Like this one, I would say is like an actually like good slasher movie, especially
Alright,
compared
so-
to the first.
Objectively, it's a better movie. Now, is it more entertaining than the first?
It's
is the
far
question.
more entertaining. The kills are better. The acting's even better. It's actually got a really good story going on. Like it's better in every way.
Now, here's the real question: are the kills actually practical this time? Because some of them were pretty obviously CGI. in the
Yeah,
first.
there were some pretty cool. There is some CG in this movie with some of the creatures, but there are some pretty well done practical kills.
Okay, so then I'll have to check this movie out.
Oh yeah,
I mean, look, we live in a world where Winnie the Pooh became a slasher. That kind of has to be kind of applauded.
yeah. No,
Yeah,
this
basically.
movie actually took advantage of it being a slasher with Winnie the Pooh.
So
So-
I'm looking it up, and apparently it's part of a universe now called
Yeah.
Yep.
Twisted Childhood Universe.
Yeah, it's a
Well,
cinematic
basically now
universe.
basically what they're calling it now because they're calling it this now movie called the Pooniverse.
The
Well,
Pooh-
Pooniverse is just the name of the movie, but the universe itself is Twisted Childhood.
the fuck? Apparently they're thinking about doing something. No, but this is what I'm reading, and mind you, I'm not sure if this is legitimate or not. Apparently, they're interested in doing something with the Teletubbies.
Oh.
Powerpuff
Wish Jacob Hubbard was
Girls.
here because he's been wanting that for sure.
I mean, I gotta wonder how are they gonna turn. I mean, the sun's pretty terrifying, and if you ever saw that shit as a baby, but I mean, how the hell are you gonna turn the Teletubbies into a horror movie? How? Like how?
I mean,
I feel like there's a lot of ways they could do that. It'd probably suck, but I feel like they could do it.
It would be awful.
I really don't know how
It's
they
bloody.
could possibly do it, to be honest with you.
I wonder
It'd be
if they'll-
awful, but I'd be there opening night.
It's
What
probably,
if
it would
they're
probably just be a
cannibals?
Fathom event, though, to be completely honest.
My
Like,
theater
like
luckily
just
gets
like the two
Fathom
Blood Tunnel
events,
movies.
so
I've actually got a few Fathom events going on in my local theaters. You know, they always show Ghibli movies. I feel like at this point I should kind of start seeing more. The only one I saw in theaters, not my only Ghibli movie, well, one of three to be fair, is Nausicaa in theaters. So I feel like the fact that they always show Ghibli movies, I should probably see like we're getting Spirited Away coming in. We're also getting actually outside of all this, we're getting South Park for a Fathom event. I'm hoping that's nearby, bigger, longer, and uncut.
and my theater's doing the Studio Ghibli Fest this year, so they're bringing back I think 9-ish Studio Ghibli
Yeah.
movies.
I feel like I
That's
should
what the
probably go
picture-
to that because it'd be a good way to get some off my watch list.
True.
Yeah,
True.
I took a picture of the ones that they're bringing back from mine. I don't. Okay, yeah, there's 12.
And then
Oh,
they're also bringing.
they're doing fucking Kaguya. I need to go see that in the theater, dude.
They're doing what?
They're doing Tale of Princess Kaguya.
Oh,
That's
okay.
a fantastic movie.
I love it.
They're doing Blazing Saddles in theaters. Good God, I need to see
Yep.
this.
Oh, I forgot to tell my dad about that. He loves.
You
that
know
fucking-
what? This may be a hot take, but I've never seen Rear Window. If they have a Fathom near me, I should probably go to that.
You should.
Imagine my first time seeing Rear Window in the fucking theater. That'd be pretty sick.
I haven't seen
That'd
that
actually be
either,
pretty
so-
awesome, dude. I'm not gonna lie.
But speaking of
I love
movies
that
returning to
fucking movie.
theaters,
Actually, because believe it or not, the only old movie that I've seen in a theater, I'm saying in a theater, was Hocus Pocus. Because
Really?
my theater my theater showed that back in October last year, and I decided to go to it. I was wanting to go to Die Hard back when it was showing in my theater, but I got sick.
I wish I went to Die Hard.
last
but
night
got
I saw
sick, so I couldn't do
yeah.
it.
Last night I had to drive 40 minutes away, but it was worth it. I saw the original Tobey Maguire Spider-Man on the big screen.
You know what? I
So
probably
close
would have
to
done
you.
that too. I probably would have drove 40 minutes away for
It was-
Spider-Man.
It was so every seat in the theater was taken. And there were some good audience reactions. When it ended, the entire audience clapped. It was an experience for sure.
That's awesome.
And then I got tickets to because I never got,
Awesome.
of course, because I never got to see any of the Toby movies in theaters or the Andrew movies in theaters.
Yeah.
The Andrew, I could have seen the Andrew movies when they came out, but I didn't. So I saw Spider-Man 1, and then I got tickets last night. So on May 13th, I'm going to see to the same theater to see the Amazing Spider-Man 2.
They're re-releasing Amazing in theaters? Okay, wait, hold
So
on.
they're
hold on.
doing all 8
They're doing
live-action
every
movies
Spider-Man
every week.
Okay. Is
Yep.
this all, I hope there's
Which I
one
wish
near
I could
Florida.
go see Into the Spider-Verse because I didn't go see that in the theaters, but whatever.
Oh, Spider-Verse isn't coming back. It's just the live action.
Wish. That's what I was saying, though.
Yeah.
I wish.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
mean,
I wish I could.
can.
I wish I could have done that. I wish they would come to mine so I could go see Into the Spider-Verse in theaters.
I can give or take with those. I like Into the Spider-Verse, but I don't know if I would take it over the Maguire films in theaters.
Yeah.
Oh,
I don't
shit.
even like Amazing Spider-Man 2, but I want to give it another chance, and I feel like the perfect opportunity to do that would be in another crowd of people on the big screen. And also something I can't deny is that the visuals of the movie are awesome.
You know what?
They're pretty good. I'll give you
I
that.
had
They're good.
realized something. It's been 10 years since I saw that movie since theaters.
I've watched it a couple of
feeling
times.
old.
The first time I
Wow.
watched it, I liked it. Second time I watched it, I hated it. So
I remember really liking the movie. I know it's a hot take, but I had not seen that movie since 2014. Jesus Christ, where
I'm
the fuck
very
is the time
excited
gone?
I'm very excited to rewatch it because that's on a Monday. So the Sunday before, so the night before, I go see TASM 1 in theaters. at home, I'm gonna rewatch TASM 1 because I also haven't seen. I've only seen that movie once, so. Or I might say TASM 1 until like in time it right before.
Oh, you mean Amazing Spider-Man? I didn't understand the abbreviation.
That's what he means by TASM is the Amazing Spider-Man.
Yeah, TASM's
And I saw that movie, The Amazing Spider-Man 2, on a field trip. Believe it or not, interesting. Well, not a field trip, but like a little thing that my school did. It was interesting.
I'm just realizing I don't have either Amazing Spider-Man movies.
I only own the first Maguire film on Blu-ray, so I probably should fix that.
I have the first.
I have the Maguire movies, and I have the Holland movies, and I do have Into and Across the Spider-Verse. I did not have the Amazing Spider-Man movies.
I want the Toei Spider-Man Japanese series on DVD or Blu-ray. I don't care what the licensing rights are. Let's make this shit happen. Let's go. Let's just get that right.
Yeah. I have the first Toby movie on DVD, and then I have the Tom movies on DVD as well. Gavin, they're somewhere in our house. We have the Tom movies on 4K as well. And then I have Into the Spider-Verse on 4K. And then I got the Steelbook for Across the Spider-Verse. And then, of course, I have like the Sony spin-off movies. I have Venom.
Of course,
Morbius on 4K.
Of course, yeah. The Sony Spider-Verse.
It seems like everything Sony does that, and look, Cam. Like I said with Luke, I'll respect the hot take.
Yeah,
because it shows distinct opinion. I mean, look. I've tried with Venom 1. I really tried with Venom 1. I do not like that movie. In my opinion.
I get it. But like,
I like it personally. That's okay. It's okay.
I like. I got Venom 1 on 4K. I have a 4K Steelbook for Venom 2 that was on my Walmart.
That is actually a pretty cool Steelbook, and I know they've restocked that a couple times.
Yeah, the inside's really cool. It has, if I can get the stupid Blu-ray disc out.
Oh, but Woody Harrelson is so bad in that movie.
The inside of it's cool. It's Venom versus Carnage. Only thing,
actually pretty sick. Actually,
I love that the movie's like a rom-com with Venom and Eddie. I just wish Carnage was in the movie more. And if it would have been R-rated, that would have been sick.
I would have. I
Absolutely,
kind of wish that it wasn't as lighthearted. That's my issues with the Venom movies, is that they're way, way too lighthearted for what they are, and that has me a little bit worried about Kraven. I have a feeling that Kraven is going to be the nail in the coffin for Sony. I think after this, they're going to be like...
I forgot that was coming out this year. So that's actually... That was one of my most anticipated of last year. I'm really hyped for Kraven. That's my... Behind Deadpool, that's my most anticipated movie. I love Aaron Taylor Johnson. I think they nailed the look of Kraven, and at least the violence should be pretty fun with it being R-rated. So at least there's that.
There you go. I mean,
yeah. He closes a bear trap on a guy's face. Like,
I haven't seen the trailer. Isn't that crazy? That trailer's been out forever.
If you watch the trailer, watch the Red Band trailer. It's so much better.
I mean, I'm sure. I mean, I know usually Red Band trailers are usually better than the Green Band.
Mm-hmm. It really sold the movie. I was not wanting a Kraven movie. I love Kraven. He's one of my favorite Marvel villains, and so I was like, I don't want like Sony to like ruin the character, and they're changing a lot of stuff like with his backstory and everything. But the movie itself, it looks like a pretty fun, just like comic book movie.
Yeah. I mean, let's hope.
Yeah.
Let's hope.
I'm at least hoping it's fun. Like that's like the bare minimum I want from Sony at this point.
Yeah.
Noah, what are some of your most anticipated films of the year?
For me, it's Deadpool. I'm looking forward to Abigail. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, that's my birthday movie for this year. Because my birthday is this Sunday, so I'm hoping to see it on Saturday with some of my close friends because they're coming over this weekend. And then last year, my birthday movie was Evil Dead Rise, so I just keep getting bloody horror movies for my birthday, which I will take.
April is the month, it seems, for bloody horror movies.
Yeah, oh yeah.
For me right now, my most anticipated, I'm not gonna lie, is one called Trap. It's
Trap.
Yeah. So if you guys don't know what this is, it is M. Night Shyamalan's new film.
Oh,
I don't think you guys know what that's about, right?
I
Let me see,
think
man.
so. I haven't heard it in a while. I kind of forgot, but
Okay.
go on.
So
for
it's
sure.
about this guy who takes his daughter to a big concert. It's the biggest star in the world. And he looks at all the exits in the stadium, and there's hundreds of cops. So he goes up to someone working, I think, with the drinks or food, and he goes, "What's going on?" She goes, "Do you know this guy, the serial killer named the Butcher?" He goes, "Yeah, why?" "Well, he's here tonight, and this whole entire concert was a setup to trap him in here so they can get him."
Oh, so they got
catch
caught in the
is-
middle of it.
But
sounds
the
cool.
catch is the guy is the Butcher. The dad is the Butcher.
Oh my, that sounds sick.
So he
That
has to
sounds
find a
really
way out of the concert.
Oh.
Actually sounds really cool.
Wait,
But
does
that's
his
not even
daughter
the
know
twist.
that he's? Does his daughter know that he's the killer?
No, nobody knows besides him, and that's not even the twist. That's supposedly the first like 20 minutes of the movie.
Oh,
I
jeez.
So
That sounds
Oh,
awesome.
That sounds amazing, dude. It's Josh.
That's
Hartnett.
gonna be wild.
Okay, that does sound curious. That does sound curious. That does make me curious, but let's hope that it's actually a really good one from Shyamalan because I've been a little mixed on him lately. I mean, Knock at the Cabin I liked, but as opinions kind of muddied down on it a little bit. That movie didn't really have a twist if you really come to think about it.
I love
No,
Knock
I
at the
didn't.
Cabin.
Yeah,
I mean-
it really. It really
I mean,
didn't
no
have a twist.
spoilers, but the twist is it's just a confirmation of one answer that you think it is over the other. So,
Mhm.
like, is it or is it not happening? So that's literally what the twist is, which I guess is kind of a spoiler, but I mean, there's not really else to talk about. But it didn't really have a
Yeah,
twist, and it just wasn't as interesting. Dave
Mhm.
Bautista was good in the movie. I'll give him that. Dave Bautista was good.
I
I
love
had
it.
the-
Cabin.
I went to
That's a great
the
movie.
weirdest. I had two films in a row, and that
Uh-huh.
double feature. I'll never have anything that is so similar ever again.
What did you
I
see?
went to 80 for Brady and Knock at the Cabin back to back.
How the hell? Oh, the jump.
I actually did watch
Wow.
80 for Brady. I took my grandparents to see that because they thought it looked funny and it was all right. It wasn't as bad as I thought it was gonna be, but it was pretty fun. It was
It was
okay.
okay, but I mean,
It looked
I
kind of
still
like
don't know if I'm gonna do it or
fun.
not. But maybe this Friday, if I do feel like it, I might do a double feature again. If they get both for Ministry of Ungentlemanly Warfare and Abigail.
Yeah,
I ain't
Ungentlemanly
thinking about it.
Warfare is a lot of fun.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you saw it, Mike?
Yeah, I did.
Okay, now I'm looking forward to it because again, it looks like an old school World War II, Guns of Navarone, Men on
Yeah,
a Mission
it's-
kind of movie.
Very
So-
much like Inglorious Bastards, but it's just like
I
better
mean,
with
one of
fun
my
to it.
friends on TikTok, who I also had on my Q&A with me last night,
Mhm.
told me that like she didn't really care for the movie, which is fine. I mean,
Mhm.
opinion is an opinion.
Right.
She said it was basically like because she had seen Inglourious Bastards so many times, she could find all
Right.
of the similarities to that movie in Ungentlemanly Warfare. Like,
Mm.
and I was like, fair enough. I mean, that's totally fair. I mean, Inglourious Bastards is my favorite Tarantino movie. It's amongst my top 10 movies of all time.
Really?
So, yeah, it is. Come at me, fuckers.
That's a
haven't-
good take.
I haven't seen a
I know.
single
I
Scorsese
mean,
or
I know you guys
Tarantino
respect it
movie.
and all, but I'm
Well-
just saying for the people that
Whoa! What did you just say?
Oh damn, Cam! I think you meant I
What
think you
did
may
you
have made a
just-
misstep.
I haven't seen a single Scorsese or Tarantino movie.
What?
I don't know if we can be friends, man.
Their movies just have had no
I mean,
effect
look.
on me, and I've had no drive to want to watch them.
Okay, you know
Well,
what?
because-
Again,
fair enough.
Because they
Take-
don't like your favorite movies ever, so
There is
Respect.
something that needs to happen, and it'll happen on my channel, and I have to have you and Gavin on the channel for it because I will introduce you to a Scorsese movie that I think you'll like.
you'll probably like Django. I have a feeling you'll like Django or
well, for
Inglourious
that's for
Basterds.
Tarantino, but for
Tarantino. Yeah.
Scorsese,
Scorsese. I mean,
I-
you
I'm
seem
gonna
to
say The
like.
Wolf of Wall Street. Like,
Exactly. The Wolf of Wall Street.
When my brother watched that, I
He did
started
nothing
it with
wrong
him,
in
and
that
I
movie.
found it unbearable. So I just left.
Oh my
What?
god.
You didn't
I
like
love
Wolf of Wall
Wolf
Street?
of Wall Street.
No,
But
I
dude,
couldn't stand it.
everything he does in the movie, I want to do in real life. Every single thing. Throwing a
but-
midget
but-
at a
but Steven,
fucking
Fuck
bullseye.
Steven.
Margot Robbie.
Steven,
Fuck Margot Robbie.
Crashing a
Get cracked.
helicopter.
but Steven,
Yes. Yes.
here's the $1 million question though: was all of it legal?
No.
Does it matter is the question.
Here's
No,
the
no,
$100.
dude,
Here's
like,
the other
He
He
$100
screwed
question.
over his friend. Really hilarious.
Hold on. Here's
Gave
the
him
other
the money.
$100
Steven.
question though.
Yes.
Here's the other
Steven.
$100 question though. Is it
Yes.
because you just want to fuck Margot Robbie?
That and a bunch of other factors. Like
Steven,
hence
like
throwing
I
people
was
at
actually trying to
bullseyes,
quote the
hence
moment
fucking
though.
people over, hence making money, hence smoking crack on top of asses. All that stuff is great.
Yes.
Steven, I was actually what I said was all of it legal. I was trying to quote the moment when Jordan Belfort said was all of this legal.
Yep.
He's like-
Absolutely.
and he's like,
Fucking not.
absolutely not.
Oh.
Like that's
Yeah,
just perfect. Like that is just comedy genius in my mind.
I
But
have Quaaludes from Wolf of Wall Street.
You got the horse Quaaludes.
fucking A, bro.
Okay, listen.
But I do want to say though, I want to say this.
Yes.
So yeah, again, depending on what's going on, if I do feel like doing so,
Mhm.
I might do the double feature Ministry of Ungentlemanly Warfare and Abigail on Friday night.
It'll be worth it.
I did a double feature last weekend, not the weekend before,
That's a good double feature, actually.
for the first
Mhm.
Stillman and Monkey Man. I did those as a double feature,
Mm-hmm.
and it was a great double feature.
I mean, April's like the month for double features, I guess.
Well, I did a double feature the first weekend. The next weekend I only watched one movie. And
Right,
then-
yeah, but I mean, like, it's gonna be like banger double features though, like fucking Monkey Man, First Omen, and then this week Abigail and Ungentlemanly Warfare.
Again, possibly. Like again, it's possible that they do get it. If they get it, then I'll probably do it.
Right. Do it though.
But
It's
if
worth
not, that if they don't get Ungentlemanly Warfare, I'm gonna just go see Abigail. I'm just hoping that tickets don't sell out so fast for Abigail since it's a rated R horror movie.
it. Mm-hmm.
And that kind of usually that kind of shit in my theater would sell out fast.
Really?
Because Scream 6, like my theater was pretty much full. I mean, again, a couple of empty seats, but it was pretty much full. And Evil Dead Rise was almost full, and The Nun 2 was pretty packed.
So here's the thing. I think Scream 6, I just think everyone wanted to go see 5 and 6 in theaters. Like those movies made a lot more money than I think anyone expected them to. So I think that's probably what it is. I mean, why?
Well, no, my town, I just think my town just loves their scary movies because I mean, again, this one's not rated R, but my theater for Five Nights at Freddy's, 2 showings, and I'm not joking you, 2 showings were completely sold out.
For poor man's Willy Wonderland, poor K.
Goodbye.
For poor man's Banana Splits, poor K. For poor man's video game adaptation, K Pasa.
Okay.
Why?
But to be fair, though, Five Nights at Freddy's does have a really big fan base. So
Poor K, bad fan base.
I will say the fan base
I hate you.
is pretty unbearable. I'm not even gonna lie.
I was there when the fan base was around. They all sucked.
I'm
FNAF
still part of
fans are
that
the
fan
most.
base.
Oh, hold on 1 second. Hold on.
And this is no knock against you.
Oh, fuck you, Steven. No, I'm just kidding.
4K.
4K.
You know what that movie
I love
could
it.
use? Blood. Some good old blood and a rated R rating. Make that a hell of a good movie.
I don't think it needed it though. Like it makes sense for it to be PG-13 with, like, of course, the fan
1000%
base
agree.
itself,
Plus, like,
and then all of the games are also rated T, and so they weren't doing much of the backstory stuff, which is where the gruesome stuff really comes in.
I mean,
Yeah,
I
and
get
also,
that,
I mean,
but
it's just because
that's the
the
part
fan
where they
base is
feel like
mainly
they could have
kids.
improved. Yeah, but
What were you
that,
saying,
I feel
Mike?
like
The fan base is just mainly kids too, so it
Yeah.
makes sense.
Which is why the movie made like 5,000 times its budget.
Yeah.
Because
That's what
Blumhouse makes
exactly.
because
Like,
Blumhouse makes their horror movies for like $3 and a cheeseburger.
Yeah. Pretty much.
that is
White
the
grass
quote
and there's
that's
your
a good.
budget.
That's a good analogy there, buddy. I'll
That
give you.
is
I'll
the
give you that.
quote
Cam. That's a
of
good
the
analogy.
day. Blumhouse, if you're listening, this is basically
Just take it with a grain of salt. Is all. Just take it with a grain of salt.
I'm
no.
putting that in
I
my-
would
in my
actually
quote book.
believe that for the kind of crap
I
that
mean, because
Blumhouse puts out.
can somebody I'm trying to think here. I think the budget for Imaginary was like about $10 million.
Mm-hmm.
That movie
That was
fucking
10.
sucks.
I had
Hard.
fun with it, but like it was awful. And then Night Swim, I could not finish it.
It seems like it's weird.
I think
When
I
Blumhouse
think
misses.
I
they
can't
miss,
blame you
and
for
they-
not finishing Night Swim, Cam. But to be completely honest with you, I would rather watch Night Swim because I get less pissed off watching that movie. Imaginary just pissed me off.
How bad
Like-
were both those movies?
The thing with Night
Horrible.
Swim is that like it like was just bugging me, like the fact that they went to the house with the pool anyway, because like little thing about one of the characters is that they're like sick and so they have trouble like walking and they walk with a cane and they choose to go to the house with the pool and
Oh, yeah, that
install a
makes
bunch and they install a bunch of stuff to like help him like get around the house, but they get that house where they have to spend the money to install stuff instead of getting a house that already has all the disabled like stuff in there for them.
Yeah, because you know what kind of person wouldn't want to spend money unnecessarily on a house that doesn't that doesn't.
But
already-
yeah, I mean, like, but honestly, to be fair, Night Swim actually had a couple of really unintentionally funny moments. To a point where I actually could see myself rewatching it and just laughing at it. But I mean, when I watched it in the theater, though, I like after those, like, besides those couple of unintentional laughs, I was pretty bored watching it. Like, but the reason why
Okay.
I say I would rather watch Night Swim is because it pisses me off less than Imaginary. Imaginary, like I said, just
here's
pisses me
the-
off.
Here's the
I would
question.
flip that personally. I would rather rewatch Imaginary than ever finish Night Swim, but that's just because I had more fun with Imaginary, and like I was like my theater was like laughing the whole time.
Oh damn!
Well, good.
They
Well,
were
guess what,
laughing?
Cam? Good for you. My theater was dead silent the entire time.
Yeah, we were laughing, and like there was one point, with the Chauncey, like I'll just say Chauncey reveal in case you haven't seen anything for the movie. My theater was heckling, like
Oh, that was
no one
Unintentional.
took it serious.
So
Like,
here's the
I
question:
just, like when I saw
Are
when I
either
saw the
movie
like, when
kinda
I saw the
dumb fun?
reveal, like when I saw the reveal, like I'm not even joking you. When I saw the reveal of what Chauncey actually looks like in the Imaginary Land, which by the way, I'll give it slight credit. The Imaginary World looks kind of cool. Like I'll give it that. That looks like something that they could use for Universal Horror Nights or something like that. Like I can give it that.
I loved Horror Nights.
But-
I feel like Imaginary would have been a
but-
cool movie.
But when I saw the reveal of what Chauncey actually looks like, I was just like, really? This is the best you can do? This is just lazy.
but
like, It is so lazily done to a point where I was just like, okay, I'm done.
But wait,
Mhm.
here's the question for both of those movies: is Night Swim kind of a fun killer pool movie unintentionally, and is Imaginary kind of dumb fun in any regards? Can you at least get any takeaway out of either movies? Or
Night
Let me give you
Swim
this.
for me.
Let me give you the two scenes where I laughed my ass off in Night Swim. The opening scene is the first one. Where the little girl has like the toy boat in the water, and there's this toy boat in the water. She grabs like this little pull, like scooping net. I don't know what the fuck you call it. She falls in. She gets pulled under by these really crappy CGI demons, and the way
What
she
the
gets pulled under is freaking hilarious. And towards the end of the movie,
Oh
when
yeah.
Wyatt Russell is possessed by the water, I'm not joking.
Marco.
It's not the pool. Like, it's not even the pool that wants to kill this family. It's water. Water.
Wait, like the like actual water, not like a demon or anything like that. It's water.
It's water.
Okay, that's kind of retarded. I don't understand how that's
Exactly. Thank you.
It's water. I drink that.
Okay, and
Like,
so
is
so
my body
basically,
possessed 24/7 because I'm made of water? Should I be scared of myself?
No.
Brother, oh my god, I'm so glad I didn't go on that one date that wanted to go see this fucking movie.
Okay, now let me just finish. Let me just.
I'm about to
clear
take a
this.
sip
Let
of
me just
water.
finish this up,
Hopefully,
though,
guys, I
dude,
don't
because
need an
this scene.
exorcism.
Because I cannot lie, this scene was actually pretty funny. So basically, what happened is so basically they're walking in the dark. Wyatt Russell is possessed. So basically he's like, Marco, and then 1, 2, 3, loud music, Joel. Because the supposed to say Polo. Like the way he says it's fucking.
So
funny as hell.
Wyatt Russell, possessed by literal water,
Yep.
is doing a cringe attempt at saying Marco Polo in a scary, intimidating voice,
Like he was just
trying
like,
to get his victims out.
like seriously, he was just like, Marco. And then when he says, "You're supposed to say Polo," I was just like, "Oh my god!"
See, for me, Night Swim was like unbearable and unwatchable, but like I would say Imaginary was dumb fun. It sucks. It's not scary. There are some cool visuals, but overall, like if you're gonna watch it by yourself, I wouldn't do it. But like I had my brother there, and we're like horror movie like fanatics, and we watch like every horror movie together. And especially if we get to make fun of one, so it was a good time there. But like, if you're just gonna like sit down and watch it like as like a movie itself, you're gonna have like
you're gonna be tortured. Your imagination.
Yeah. Well, like when I was watching, I'm the opposite on that one. There with their Cam. I'm the opposite. I think Imaginary is just
to be
painful. Like it is just painful for me to watch.
Yeah, I get Blumhouse is not off to a good year so far.
No.
No, they're not. And plus, here's the thing. Like, let me just tell you this. Like, I know I've spoiled this twist continuously, but here's the thing. You guys deserve to be saved about 100 minutes of your life. The movie's terrible.
I don't care.
So basically, does somebody want to give me the signal here of a spoiler alert here? Can somebody help me?
I mean, if it's for that kind of movie, like I really don't care. So I mean, that's for me. I can't speak on anybody else.
For everybody else, like that wants to see it.
How desperately does everybody else here want to go out and rush to see Imaginary?
I mean, I've already seen it, so like, and
I'm gonna be honest, I forgot
of
most of what happened. I remember one scene from the movie, and that's it.
I just watched it yesterday, and I remember one scene.
That is like literally depressing.
Unfortunately,
how
Blumhouse
the hell
hasn't.
can this movie be that bad?
Unfortunately, Blumhouse hasn't made a scary movie since pumpkins were invented.
Yeah.
God
and
damn.
I made myself feel a lot better.
Let me get this sound effect for a spoiler alert. Ready?
Yeah.
Of course, they put ads for a 9-second video.
Cam, correction.
Okay, here we go.
They made Sinister, so it's been since after that.
Yeah, but that would have to be if Sinister was good, to be fair.
Why?
I didn't finish. I'm gonna be honest. I didn't finish Sinister. It was too slow and it was too boring. I got
not
like
that good.
I was like, okay, this is kind of cool, but it was just taking too long, and I was like, I don't want to do this right now. Like, I love
the
black
fuck out of me.
Oh wait, Blumhouse
the ending scares
phone, right?
is kind of creepy. The ending's kind of creepy.
Did Blumhouse do the Black Phone?
They did.
Yep.
Oh yeah, that honestly might be my all-time favorite Blumhouse movie. I love the Black Phone.
Easily for me. Yeah,
I remember.
Let me see if I can do
It might
another.
be Get Out for
hold on, 1 second.
me, if we're being honest.
1 second.
That's a spoiler alert.
Yep. That's
That's earpiece. What the fuck?
So, spoiler alert. Here's the twist of Imaginary. So basically, the twist is
Luke liked it.
Teddy Bear Chauncey is a figment of everybody's imagination except for the stepdaughter and the stepmother. But here's the dumb part about it. You've basically seen it on screen the entire time, and if it's a figment of their imagination, how would the teenage boyfriend be messing with the teddy bear? Can somebody explain that to me?
No, because not even the movie could explain it. Like,
Even when they even try to explain that twist, it makes no sense.
They barely try.
Like, here's the thing. I want to say again. I want to acknowledge this. If anybody says, "Oh, the twist actually kind of makes sense," tell me, how does it make sense?
Well, I think.
Tell me how does it make sense in.
Well, I think it's one of those movies where you're not supposed to get it, so I'm just.
I
Kidding.
don't care.
I'm just kidding.
Like the twist
you're giving imaginary
if you
too
want to make
much
a good
credit.
twist in a movie, make it make sense. Because the twist in imaginary does not make any sense.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I made myself
even
feel
the
so
twist
much
in,
better.
Even the twist in like Fantasy Island, that does not make any sense. Like,
I know
come
there's
on.
also like a twist in Get Out. I have not seen Get Out, and I do not know the twist. I'm waiting to watch that with Gavin because he really
That's
wants me to see it.
actually Blumhouse's best movie.
So,
to be fair.
but like with the Black Phone, really quickly, like I saw that opening night with my mom, and one of my mom's best friends loves horror movies. And like our entire theater was like scared the whole time. Like there were parts where people in the audience screamed. I screamed like a baby at some points in the movie, but like I was so invested.
Like I
and
was
when
just breathing heavily at quite a few scenes. I could like signify I was scared, like.
Mhm.
I
But I
was
was
actually
so
legit
invested.
scared when I was watching it, man.
Yeah, I was
Um,
so invested, and like the character work was done so well in the movie. So like when we have and mild spoiler alert for the Black Phone here, if you haven't seen it, which you definitely should. When Finney does the first hit against the grabber in the movie, I audibly like cheered in the theater, like yelled because I was so excited that like they were finally taking care of him.
Yeah, like
Hell yeah.
like when I saw that, I was because I always like telling the story because it kind of just goes to show how much I love the movie. When I went to go see Elvis, the Black Phone was actually almost over by the time I got there. I got there like about half an hour early, I think. I snuck into that theater where the Black Phone was playing and watched that scene again.
Yeah,
I
That
gotta
just goes to
sneak
show you
into
how much
a
I love
theater.
that
I've
movie.
never done it before. I want to do that eventually.
What,
I
sneak into a movie?
also funnily enough, when I watched,
I want to finish a
when I
movie,
was-
then sneak into another.
Oh,
when I was going to see The Boys in the Boat again, since I got there early, Anyone But You had just started. I snuck in to watch the opening scene. Like, I'm not even joking. I just snuck in.
Well,
And plus,
guys,
me and the theater
I
employees there are cool. So, because I go there all the time, so like they're cool with me. Like,
Noah, what were you gonna say?
yeah, about
I
like,
have to get going, guys, because
Okay.
I have work in the morning. But
Okay.
it was a great time, and I'll talk to y'all later.
all right,
Yeah.
I'm probably not gonna be on here too much longer either, honestly, because I gotta go take
Yeah,
a shower.
I'll probably head out in a little bit.
Yeah, so I'll head out in a little bit too, just because I got school tomorrow and everything. But little Marvel update here. Apparently for the MCU's Spider-Man 4, Sam Raimi is in talks to direct.
Wait, that's actually still happening?
The MC. So the next one, it's so hard saying like Spider-Man 4 because like people think like the Toby one, but like for Tom Holland Spider-Man 4 after No Way Home, yeah, that's happening. It's coming out. It's filming in September, and Sam Raimi is apparently being eyed to direct.
Hopefully, it's better than
Interesting.
Multiverse of Madness from Sam Raimi.
I feel like Multiverse of Matt, like it was sometimes a Sam Raimi movie, but it also felt very made by committee.
It did.
Because like
That-
the
again, I
Sam
haven't seen it
Raimi, like
in a couple of years, but I definitely do need to watch it again. Though.
the Sam Raimi moments in it, I actually have it. Wait,
I don't know if it's as Sam Raimi as people made it out to be. I mean,
It's
there's an
not like
undead
this-
strange.
I have it on 4K because I really enjoyed it when it first came out. All the steelbook, nice.
That
But
is a nice steelbook.
I think the
I like the
Sam
standard
Raimi
4K
moments,
artwork though.
the Sam Raimi moments really work. I thought the scenes with the Illuminati were really fun. I thought it was just a good time and kind of fun to get some like horror elements in the MCU before we got Werewolf by Night.
Yeah.
Well, and this was also the first movie that I saw when my new theater opened. So
Hot
Nice.
take,
kind of why I
Werewolf
have
by
this
Night
little,
was
a
not
little
good.
connection with this one. So
What'd you say?
Hot take: Werewolf by Night was not very good.
I agree with you. I didn't really care
Oh my
too
God.
much for it.
Thank
I
you.
love Werewolf by Night.
I did not really care for it that much. I thought it was
I-
over. I watched it for the first time last Halloween, and I didn't really see much of the like. There were some cool moments, but I feel like it was like I know it's like a special, but like I just
Yeah.
felt like everything went too fast, and but they also took too long getting to the werewolf.
But here's the thing also is that the only thing that it had going for it for me was that it was trying to be a black and white universal horror homage. But other than that, the special itself wasn't interesting. To me, it
Yeah.
wasn't.
I don't really see myself going back to rewatch it every holiday like I
Yeah.
have so far for the Guardians of the Galaxy holiday special, which I think really works.
I didn't even love that one. I thought it was okay.
I was gonna watch it last Christmas, but it completely slipped my mind.
I watched it like I'm not even lying. I was so happy that like there's an MCU thing to watch around the holidays. It's like a special. I think I watched it like 7 times last Christmas season.
I've been wanting to watch it again, but again, it's completely slipped my mind like last holiday season because of the fact I got sick.
Yeah.
And like as soon as I got back to work, it was just like it was just kind of like nonstop there for a little while because work had just been like a killer for me.
Oh, okay, I get you.
Like, I worked for like 5 days in a row when I went back to work.
Holy
Five
shit!
days in a row. I worked on the 21st, 22nd, 23rd. Worked on which was my mom's birthday, Christmas Eve, and on Christmas. So
Damn.
So yeah, that kind of just goes to show you something. But thankfully, but honestly, when I got back from vacation, it was a couple of days later. I went back to work. I had to get a COVID test for some reason, which I was like, fuck. And then as soon as I tested positive, I was like, God fucking damn it! I have to go home again. Like, look, I mean, I never usually like getting up so early to go to work, but yeah, it's part of my job. But like, I was more pissed that I had to go back home because I was like, oh man, and I have to be home for like another week. So basically, I was off from work for 2 weeks.
Damn.
Yeah, for 2 weeks, and I just better hope that doesn't happen again when I go on my trip for my birthday. So, like, I know it's gonna be nice and all, but again, I'm just hoping that I don't get sick again with a
COVID.
with a bad cold to a point like where my voice is just gone from me. Like, because that's actually what happened. Like, my voice was
gone,
leaving me. Like, and I could barely even talk.
Yeah, the only thing I like about sick days is just being able to like watch some comfort movies all day.
Yeah,
that's what I did like for one day before. It was a couple of days before I left for vacation. Like, I woke up, my stomach was feeling like shit. I was puking my guts out. And so after I watched The Holdovers, I put on the Super Mario Brothers movie, which is actually one of my comfort movies.
Oh yeah,
and
for sure.
It was like, not only did The Holdovers actually make me forget about my sickness, Mario Brothers also helped me forget about my sickness.
I gotta rewatch it. I have the Star Edition, and I haven't rewatched it since theaters, so maybe I should probably do that.
I need to. I don't know why. Like, I just honestly, every time I think about it and every time I talk about it, I always just feel like going back and watching it again. But then it just completely slips my mind for some reason.
Yeah, that's actually bringing me to a question. What's all your like number one comfort movies?
Okay.
I could say probably top 5 comfort movies for me. Because I definitely have some interesting ones that people might be like, why is that a comfort movie for you? But all I can say is it's what I think. So definitely the Super Mario Brothers movie. That's definitely one of my comfort movies. This one's an out-of-pocket one. The Green Knight is actually one of my out-of-pocket comfort
Really?
movies. Yeah, it's a comfort movie for me.
Okay.
I'd say Gamer is a comfort movie for me.
Okay.
The Neville Dean Taylor movie, Gamer, the same guys that made Crank.
Okay.
So yeah, Cam, just gonna say, if you wanted to watch Gamer, just that's what you should know. It's from the same guys that made Crank, and of course, it's batshit insane.
All right, that's all I need to hear.
Of course, it's bad shit. Yeah.
I mean, Mike, I think I know the answer. Which one's more crazier, Crank or Crank 2?
Crank 2.
Easy, dude.
Mhm.
Easy.
And then what were your other two?
So yeah, let's see. The Bad Guys is another one for me.
Okay.
That's a good one. I like Bad Guys.
I love the Bad Guys. Like when
You hear about the sequel that they're making?
I'm intrigued, man. Like I kind of felt like with the way that the Bad Guys ended, I was like, they're definitely leaving the doors open for a sequel.
Yeah.
So yeah, I give me inject that sequel into my veins. Is all I really got to say about that. And last comfort movie.
Crank.
No, Crank's not really a comfort movie, dude. That's just a good
What?
time.
That's what a comfort movie is supposed to be, though.
That one I'm just gonna sit there and laugh my ass off the entire time.
Well, yeah, it's supposed to make that's what makes you comfortable, though, is you laugh at it.
But that's not like movies that actually make me feel good and feel like I'm in a better mood. Like not just ones where I'm just gonna sit there and laugh. Like
Okay, that's true. Yeah.
I think I'm just gonna choose this one just to piss off Grant. Because Grant, love you, buddy. Migration.
Damn.
Migration
he's
is
like
I
a
haven't watched it.
seething
I haven't
hatred
watched
for
it since
that
I watched it
movie.
with Noah, but I can already sense that's just gonna be a comfort movie for me because that movie just warms me up and it actually puts a good smile on my face.
Did you guys both see it in theaters?
I did.
Okay.
I was Grant also did see it in theaters because apparently that's his job or whatever. And
I
basically,
love how you're like, whatever.
He doesn't
I
do
don't give,
anything
I
else
don't
besides
give
go
a
to the
shit,
theater.
dude. Like he was actually kind of blowing up the group chat by that time, and I was just like, okay, Dad. You're just, just
The guy doesn't do anything else besides fucking go to the theater. I'm
What
sorry.
do you mean?
He
yeah.
literally does not do anything else besides go to the theater. He sees every goddamn movie.
And also makes it his priority just to give me shit about liking Chicken Run, Dawn of the Nugget, Migration, and Arthur the King.
He's
He
still
even
on
sees
about that?
those weird 3D display documentaries and considers them movies and reviews them.
But I also do
I just
want to
know he
say
goes
this,
from
though.
half
Let me just
star-
say
I
this.
Mhm.
Cam and Mike know this. Like when Jared sent the announcement of the Arthur the King physical release, you guys knew I was gonna pull the joke that it was Grant's favorite.
I'm
Yeah.
so glad you did. That sent. I was dying.
Because
I'm still waiting
he
for
was
his
gonna get
sponsor.
if he was gonna do something on me about that kind of shit with Morbius, yeah, my turn. So you get that with Arthur the King.
But you don't even like Morbius. I don't understand the joke that could be made there.
That's why I pulled it on him with Arthur the King because I know because he loves that movie.
Oh.
He loves it. Again, I know I'm you guys should know I'm joking,
Right.
but
Yeah, we do that all the time in the group chat with movies and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
but
That's why.
at the
That's
same
why
time,
we
I kind
still
of
talk
felt
about
like
Madam
let
Web
me just
2
say
months
this.
later.
But let me just say this though, there were just a couple of times to a point where Grant just kept doing it and just kind of felt like he was just doing it just to fuck with me. For
Well,
no
I don't
reason.
know. I mean, I just know that he goes from, and this is no dig. I have nothing against Grant. He's cool, but he just goes from a half star to a 5 star in the blink of an eye. It's a little,
Yeah.
And he
it's a
sticks
little
with,
too
one,
subjective. It's a
here's
little
the
too
thing.
subjective for someone that's a critic. I'm just saying.
Here's the thing. Sometimes they'll just stick with one little tiny thing in the film that he doesn't like, and then just go 0.
Yeah.
example with Migration, like the daughter did like this really weird eye popping kind of thing, and then he's just like, okay, 0.
Was he being ironic, or did he actually genuinely mean it's a 0 because of it?
He hated that movie apparently because of the eye popping thing.
That's
I don't get that,
really
dude. I mean, I really don't get
thing.
that. Like, you have to like,
Mhm.
and then he's just like, okay, there's no character growth, there's no anything. Fuckhead, there is character growth throughout the entire. Like, there's character growth throughout the film.
Yeah, he either gives it a 5-star or a 0.
Well, I mean,
There really isn't an in between there.
there really isn't though, because he gave Chicken Run 2 a 0, and he gave me shit for it. He gave Migration a 0, gave me shit for it. He gave Godzilla X Kong: The New Empire a 1.5 and gave me shit for it.
That movie's not a 1.5. Give me a break.
Like, I'm not joking you, and I'm like, bro, how come I'm the one you're giving shit to when I'm not the only one that liked it?
Mm-hmm.
There's plenty of other people that enjoy
I
Godzilla X Kong: The
actually
New
kind of
Empire. I'm not the only
enjoy.
one.
I actually
Also,
did
people in the
enjoy.
group chat that publicly, like me, Gav, publicly
I
gave our
enjoyed it.
thoughts on it.
I did
Loving
too.
it. Yeah.
I like.
Don't
I
forget
listen.
about me.
Listen.
I
Here's
was
the
gonna
thing.
you, don't worry.
I'm not
Oh,
trying to. I'm not trying to snob up right now. I'm really not. But I'm also gonna snob up right now. I'm a pretty big Godzilla fan, and I'll
Same.
tell you
Hell
what.
yeah.
I'll tell you what right now. This felt like an old school Showa early Heisei Godzilla movie.
I
It
had a
felt like a
shit-eating
son of
grin.
That's a
I
good
had
way
a
to put it,
shit-eating
man.
grin
I
on
like
my face
that. I like
anytime
it.
the monsters were on screen.
yeah,
And
and
I'm
I
proud
like
of
how
that.
it kind of built on its. Dan Stevens the best part of
Like, I'm
that
not
movie.
joking.
Anyone
He
who
even
disagrees
said in
is
his
wrong.
Grant even said in his Letterboxd review that the editing was abysmal in Godzilla X Kong: The New Empire. The editing was fantastic.
I don't
Yeah,
really
all,
see any.
all my
it
problems went away
wasn't
with the
choppy.
movie when Godzilla suplexed Kong off of a pyramid. That
Also,
was the
That's
coolest thing
amazing.
ever.
also, we get a frozen Kong, not Kong. We get like a frozen Zilla type of monster that's an original monster. It's not based on any
Exactly.
monster. It's
Yeah,
super
there you
cool.
go. I mean,
Scar's a good
and
villain.
also like when the camera did like a complete like 360 kind of trick in the third act. Like,
Yep.
I'm not joking you. It looked like a complete 360 trick. I was like, dude.
Trapper is
Dude.
my
That
favorite
entire final act
MonsterVerse
was
character now.
amazing. Like it was
No,
Like,
peak
that's
monster
kind of what made
action.
the movie for me. Like,
But
was the
listen,
final act.
Trapper is
Like,
now
I
my
was,
new
like,
favorite
leaning-
MonsterVerse character.
Yeah, Trapper's
Let me just
the
say
best.
this about the New Empire. I was
Yeah.
leaning towards like a low to mid 4-star rating while I was watching it. But as soon as the final act came into play, I forgot about
Yeah.
most of my issues. The only thing I could not like forget about was the CGI water. I thought that kind of looked like garbage.
Well, I also felt like, and keep in mind I'm just a picky bastard, but I also felt like it could have used a little bit more in between monster fighting. I could kind of forgive it because
I do kind of agree with that, but
I would fully agree with that.
I mean, but I'll say this: it had a fun adventure feel, and I actually did
and
enjoy
this is like
the human stuff. Also, Brian Tyree Henry worked for me now in this movie because
he was
had a
freaking
good chemistry
hilarious
with
in that
Trapper.
movie. He was hilarious,
But he worked because he had Trapper to play off of him, which I liked
yeah,
quite a
and
bit.
also
And they went
I wanted to say
full
this.
on with the Hollow Earth stuff, which either they did too little of in Godzilla vs Kong, but now they went full on with it, which I appreciate. So
I
I
started
did
happy
want to say
about
really
this though about his character. So when I went and saw it with Justin, we saw it opening night Thursday. He turned it like after like some of the funniest shit from Brian Tyree Henry in that film. He turned to me and was like, "Bro, this is my favorite character in the movie." And I'm like, "Can't blame you." Like,
also, it's so funny that people are saying that this is a disgrace to like the Japanese films, when in reality, the Godzilla -1 director actually quite like the MonsterVerse too. Like he said it. He said that they're like the fun
Bingo.
kind of Godzilla movies, which I think the only reason the Godzilla MonsterVerse movies are getting a bad rap is because they're American adaptations of a Japanese property. But that doesn't automatically make them bad. I think they're well done movies. I like
Godzilla
them.
and Kong the New
Bingo.
Empire. The Godzilla and Kong the New Empire is a modern day movie from the Showa era.
Yeah, I would say that. I would say
Exactly.
it's like it feels like a Destroy All Monsters, Son of Godzilla kind of movie, which are some of my favorite Showa films. So I enjoyed it. I actually
Yeah,
did
it
quite
was
enjoy
a good time, man. Like
It's
As
not
Luke
my
said,
very favorite
me too.
MonsterVerse film, probably third favorite, but because King of the Monsters is still my favorite. And then Kong Skull Island.
New
and
Empire
then-
is
the only honestly the only one I don't like is King of the Monsters, and that's it.
Oh,
I don't like that movie.
it's
Like
okay.
the
It's
human
okay.
the human characters in that film just make it even worse for me because they're
Here's the
so
thing.
freaking dumb.
They nailed the
infuriate
fuck
me.
out of Ghidorah in that movie. And
actually,
Ghidorah
they
is one of
did
my
too.
Ghidorah is one of my favorite monsters. My favorite Godzilla movie actually has Ghidorah
From
as the good
81
guy and
to-
Godzilla as the bad guy, believe it or not. I
Talking
know it
about
sounds crazy.
Godzilla, Mothra, King Ghidorah.
Yes. That's still my favorite
Love that
Godzilla
one.
movie ever. I actually still prefer it to -1.
That's
but
fair.
I love -1.
GMK
I still have
is
to give
amazing.
it to
GMK is
-1 though.
GMK
-1
is
fucking
just
amazing.
a masterpiece in my opinion. And honestly, I don't care how dumb it is. I don't give a fuck. I also prefer
love it.
Final Wars.
I love that Godzilla has the whited out
Final
eyes,
Wars is
too.
really
Yeah,
I
he looks
like
like a
Final Wars.
zombie.
And no, it's so sick.
Dude, they freaking
Dude.
play "We're All to Blame" on the from Sum 41 in the background, dude. It's freaking great.
I know. It's
And
so
look
early
who's here.
2000s.
It's
It's
my
insane.
man.
Kevin.
What is
Fortnite
your-
sex
what-
god? What the fuck?
Oh,
What's up,
the
buddy?
cringe, dude. Why?
What's up, buddy?
Rizzler.
Hey, I mean, I was just playing some Rainbow Six Siege. I was recording a video.
It's
and then
amazing
my
how servers are still up for
StreamYard
that
like
game.
crashed.
Holy
So I was just like,
shit.
what?
And it
Or my
looks like a good game.
Streamlab. I don't know whatever I use crashed. So I was like, I'll just hop
Yeah.
in here. But it's a fun
I mean,
game
yeah,
so far.
perfect time. We're just talking about Godzilla.
Yeah.
I would say
Yeah,
my
you
second
honestly
favorite.
popped in at the best time, dude. Like,
Yeah, I would say
Did you enjoy it, Gavin?
We talk Godzilla
New
and
Empire.
Kong.
the
Yeah,
New
Godzilla
Empire,
and
yeah.
Yeah, I really enjoyed it. I thought it was awesome.
Me too. Me too.
Yeah, I would
I
say New
think
Empire is my
it's currently
second favorite
still
of the
my top 10 of the
MonsterVerse.
year. Like,
Yeah, I would say New Empire is my second favorite of the MonsterVerse, and my first favorite is Godzilla versus Kong.
Mhm.
I think that the Hong Kong
I-
fight at night with the Neon City is the best action scene we've gotten
Yeah.
in the entire MonsterVerse so far. Like from
Yeah.
the start, where
I was just gonna
Godzilla
say this,
blasts
Cam.
a hole through the ground, and then Kong climbs up, and the fight starts.
yeah,
It's visceral and it's amazing. Love it.
yes, dude. But for me personally, though, like to kind of piggyback off of you, Cam, I would switch them.
Me too.
Fair.
In my book,
New
I would switch
Empire's
them.
mine.
Even though I love them both, I prefer the New Empire.
It's
Like,
very close.
interesting.
Like they're pretty much even, but if I had to pick one over the other, I would probably go with Godzilla and Kong.
I
Or versus
also
Kong.
love how they're trying to give this is a minor thing. I love how they're really working off of Kong real quick. I like how they're giving him minor aesthetics to it, like his own gauntlet, his own
Yeah.
axe, a fucking
Mhm.
tooth. I just like that they're trying to make him his like own fun character. I like that. Little
Yeah,
touches like
I
that.
love
I
that.
like.
Mhm.
But I'll say this, Mike, and then I'll ask the rest of you. How would you rank the MonsterVerse?
Shit. Least favorite is King of the Monsters, and then
Aw.
Thank you.
then probably Godzilla versus Kong.
Okay.
Thanks.
Third, I'm gonna go Godzilla 2014,
Okay.
and then New Empire runner
Okay.
up. My favorite is Skull Island, and I haven't seen Monarch, but I've heard
I haven't seen Monarch either.
I haven't
It
watched
looks-
Yeah.
Monarch either. We're not. I'm not really gonna count.
We'll just do the
Monarch.
movies.
Yeah, the Monster
And
versus
then
movies. We're not counting
Luke,
Monarch.
and then
Right.
Cam, and then Gavin. What about you?
Okay,
guys?
so my least favorite is King of the Monsters. I don't like that movie at all.
Okay.
And then these two could switch for me. Because I mean they're both really good movies. But I give them both 4 stars. I think for this one I'm gonna go Godzilla 2014,
Okay.
and then I'm gonna go Kong Skull Island,
Mm-hmm.
and then it would go, and then I'm gonna go Godzilla
Mhm.
versus Kong, and then Godzilla X Kong: The New Empire.
Interesting. And then
So,
what about you
but
two?
look,
And then
I
I'll
really enjoy 2014 and Skull Island. They could switch for me any day with their placement. The New Empire is easily my favorite. Like,
I guess it's just different on versus Kong. There's just way too much human shit in that movie.
But some of the
Cam-
monster fights can I'm not gonna lie to you, some of the awesome monster fights in Godzilla versus Kong can actually make me tend to
It's
overlook
good.
those problems. Like
The human stuff just makes it so boring.
I think that's what hold the newer two films back versus Kong and then Kong. I think that's what holds it back is that the human stuff is so goddamn uninteresting.
Unless
Yeah.
it's Trapper. Unless it's Trapper.
unless it's Dan Stevens, yes.
But the fight
Unless
scenes
it's
are
Dan
really good.
Stevens.
And
I would
think
even
that they
include-
just gotta
I know
balance
people
it.
like-
Cut out the
yeah.
humans.
I know people like the like Kong Skull Island characters, but I would say that none of the MonsterVerse movies have had a good human like plot with it.
I like
Yeah.
Kong Skull Island's cast. Okay.
I think they're all right.
I love John C. Riley in Kong Skull Island.
Okay,
I love John C.
so-
Riley and Samuel L. Jackson.
I think
don't
it's
like any of
all
them
right,
in
but
that
they're all
movie.
just kind of caricatures.
Yeah.
I mean,
They have
yeah,
no
but they're
personality, none of
fun.
them.
Yeah, I'll give it that.
I'll
Dan-
say this. How would
They're
you
not-
two rank it, Cam and
But
Gavin?
Brian,
Okay, I'll go first. I would put in last place 2014. I think
Okay.
that there's some really cool visuals in it, and Godzilla looks awesome, but there's too much human stuff and not enough monster stuff. And when we
Mhm.
get monster stuff, they cut away.
Yeah.
Then how many MonsterVerse movies are there? There are 5 or
There's
6.
5, yeah.
That's 5.
Okay. 4th place, I would go Skull Island. I
Mhm.
loved it on my first watch, and then the more I thought about it, the less I liked it. It's still good. But once again, the monster stuff is the best part, and like Kong versus the Skull Crawlers is great.
Yeah.
Then 3rd place, I'm gonna go King of the Monsters. I think that the human stuff is terrible in that movie, and it's really uninteresting. But the visuals, especially on like when we get Godzilla versus Ghidorah in the like ice area, and we have the
Oh
classic
my
theme
God,
kick
yes.
in. Ghidorah standing on like the volcano. That shot is fantastic. Basically, everything with Ghidorah in that movie rules. 2nd place, I would go with Godzilla and Kong: The New Empire, which I would put that very close to versus Kong. But the human stuff is not that good until we get to kind of like the tribal stuff that's introduced in the movie. The fight scenes are freaking fantastic. Godzilla's new look, I love it. I like how it's different from the other looks we've gotten. With it's closest to like the Millennium Godzilla from the 2000s, but I really like it.
Kind of like 2000. Kind of like Godzilla 2000. He looks a
Mhm.
little like him.
And then 1st place is Godzilla versus Kong. It has the best monster stuff we've gotten in the MonsterVerse in terms of like action scenes. I think that the boat fight is absolutely thrilling, and I really like. Even though I knew Kong wasn't gonna like die there, I like that they like each of the fights. It was like each of their own territories.
Every
For
fight
it-
had sauce in that movie. Every single one.
Like the Hong
Yeah.
Kong fight scene. At night, the visuals there are stunning. I like that Godzilla went like crawly mode and like was going absolutely insane. And then the final fight with Godzilla and Kong versus Mechagodzilla, freaking out. Mechagodzilla is like my 2nd favorite Godzilla character of all time. So seeing Mechagodzilla on the big screen for the first time was like fan service for me, and that fight is also
Bro,
brutal.
I'm not
When
gonna
we
lie
get
to
to
you,
my
Cam.
ranking, I actually have a
Cam,
take on it.
I want to say this, man. When with the Mechagodzilla fight, bro, that makes me want to run laps around my house.
Yep, it's
It's
fantastic.
freaking amazing, dude.
I went on a band trip to Hawaii, and we caught it. It was like probably like 1 a.m. Everyone in my room was awake. We found Godzilla versus Kong on TV, and it started at the Hong Kong fight. We were all locked in until the credits started. Because like I think I adore the fights in Godzilla and Kong. They're so fun, and I love the little like wrestling moves that Godzilla and Kong have against each other. I just wish they met up sooner in Godzilla and Kong. But
Yeah,
like
I do agree.
unless we get like a lot more monster stuff in the next MonsterVerse movie, which I'm very sure we will. I don't see one of the MonsterVerse movies topping the monster action that we got in Godzilla vs Kong. That was a long tangent, but yeah.
I think
Gavin
next
and
one,
then you.
I would say that
And then
real
me,
quick.
I
I would say the next one. I would honestly be okay if they just cut out every single human character.
Same.
But
Yeah,
I'd be
I
the
mean,
first
yeah,
kaiju movie where it's all monster driven. That'd be cool. if that's
it would
the
be
case.
awesome. Except if you are gonna keep any, keep Trapper and Bernie. They were like the most
Keep
interesting
Trapper.
characters.
Keep
Yeah.
Trapper at all costs. The
and,
best dentist in the
Spin-off,
planet.
just do like
And Kong.
a Hobbs and Shaw style spin-off with Bernie and Trapper, man.
But
I
here's
will
the
say,
thing:
I hate these
Bernie
freaking titles.
only works well when he's with Trapper, and that's
We need
why.
we need a new buddy cop movie where it's Bernie and Trapper working with Godzilla and Kong.
Yeah,
Yeah.
And the two human characters are them, and then we have the two monsters, and they're just messing like everything up, and it would be great.
I will
I'd
say
be
that
like-
Yeah, there you go.
I do not like the titles of these movies of versus Kong and then just and Kong. So I'm glad they
Yeah.
have a subtitle on. It's like the same thing with the Spider-Verse films. I don't like those titles because they only change one word. But for my ranking, I got I only dislike 2 of these on the list, and it's the
Okay.
bottom 2. It's 5th place. I have Godzilla 2014. I think it's so boring, and Godzilla's in it for like 2 minutes, and when he is, you can barely
Yeah.
see it.
See, I
4th
like
place.
my thing
I
with
have
that
Kong
movie
Skull
is that
Island.
over time I've grown to enjoy it more because it's like very much like a character-based movie, and I love Gareth Edwards as a director, so
Yeah.
that's
For
just
me, it's just I don't like the characters in the movie.
I get
If I
that.
did, it would be better. But 4th place, Kong Skull Island. I was so bored. I thought Kong was cool, and it has probably the best cinematography of the MonsterVerse. But I thought every character they weren't really likable, and they weren't really characters. They were just kind of people there. 3rd place, I do actually enjoy this one, is Godzilla King of the Monsters. I
Yay.
enjoy it for what it is. I think
The visuals though
a
are
lot
just
of the
incredible.
I think a lot of the monster
The
work in that
visuals
one
and the
is
monster
really
fights are
cool.
great. I'll say that, but I hate the characters.
I didn't mind them.
I don't
They're
think the
not
entire
great.
MonsterVerse. I cannot stand the characters in King of the Monsters. I can't stand them.
I only dislike I forgot their name. The girl who's in the Conjuring films. I forgot her name.
She was Millie Bobby Brown's character's mom. I know who you're talking about, though.
Yeah,
Vera
her.
Farmiga.
Vera Farmiga. There.
Yeah.
She's the only one I don't like in the movie. The other ones are just kind of whatever. And I think that movie is good. I enjoy it for what it is. Again, Monster Action carries that film. 2nd place, Godzilla vs Kong. Love a lot of the action stuff in there. Millie Bobby Brown did not need to be in that one though.
not at all.
I think you could tell that she
No.
was just kind of there for the paycheck.
Yeah.
But again, Mechagodzilla he's my favorite kaiju in the entire Godzilla universe. He's always been my favorite. That fight was awesome. And I think the movie's awesome. And then 1st place is Godzilla and Kong. Only thing that puts it over is I love the like final Hollow Earth battle. You know, when they charge at each other and they clash in the air.
Oh yeah.
Big smile on my face, and that's what really won this movie over versus Kong. Is the monster action? I think is a lot cooler and a lot more fun to
Fair
watch.
enough, man.
Now we're gonna get to mine. Mine's gonna be a little bit different.
I'm so ready for this.
Okay. So I may be the outlier. At the bottom place, and these two can kind of flip flop, only because I need to rewatch one. I don't hate these 2 movies, and it's weird. And this one I don't really have a good reason for, especially since I really like the one that came out this year. So it's just me. It's just a matter of me rewatching this one. My opinion may change. Bottom place is 2014. I don't hate the film at all. I actually
Fair enough.
It's just too dark to see at times. I think the gimmick of sometimes you see the monster scenes through like TV news reports or it cuts away is interesting, but it doesn't really work too well. I love Godzilla's new design. I love the flat snout look, the sort of like he has no neck kind of look.
Kind of
Is
like a
it-
crocodile a little bit.
Kind of like a crocodile.
Yeah,
Except the shorter snout. But
Mhm.
here's the thing, and I know this is kind of a cliche to say, but Bryan Cranston carried the first act.
Yeah.
Yep.
And
And they
And
killed
then
him
they
off.
just threw him out for no
they
reason.
we got
threw him out of the
boring
movie,
characters.
and if he was in there throughout the movie, it could have been a much better movie. Still not bad because Gareth Edwards does a really interesting, serious take on the movie.
I
It
think the
just-
movie's okay overall. Like I don't think there's a bad
It's
monster.
too hard to
film.
see also in parts. I think that's the problem. I would give it like a 6. It's not
Yeah.
a bad movie at all.
I'd give it
Kind
a
of
5. I
like a
think.
B-tier Godzilla movie. I think the people who absolutely hate it are ridiculous because here's the thing. Well, I mean, and no offense to people who hate it, obviously, but I think when people act like Godzilla's like always on screen for even the Japanese films is like, no, he's not. He's sometimes
No.
barely on screen. Even
A
in
lot of
movies.
those movies are boring. I will.
Even in the
agree with
Showa
that.
films, like there's a while in like particularly Terror of Mechagodzilla where you hardly see him.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's true. That's very true.
And then next up for me, Godzilla versus Kong. The only reason this one's so low is because for some reason, I don't know why, it just didn't click with me. But I
Fair
feel like
enough.
if I rewatch it, I'll really like it, especially since I really liked the next movie, Godzilla X Kong. Really enjoyed it. Felt like a nice little show adventure. Again, Trapper. One more needs to be said. Love Scar. And then I love the Frozen Zilla-esque
Shima?
monster. Yep, absolutely, really enjoyed it. Just takes a little bit too long. Feels a little bit longer than what it is to get to the monster stuff. I don't hate some of the characters. Rebecca Hall's okay. The tribal stuff's interesting, and it has a nice adventure feel. So really good time. Really enjoyed it. Godzilla does feel sidelined as you get on more so in these movies. Again, that happens a lot in the Japanese films and a lot of kaiju movies, period. So that's okay. But they're really putting in the forefront Kong. So if they're going to do that, I feel like they kind of need to even it out or give Godzilla some human cast to play with more so.
I will let you know, because you'll probably enjoy this. The next one, Andy Muschietti, not Andy Muschietti, Adam Wingard, not even close. He said that the next one will focus, it'll kind of not swap necessarily, but Godzilla will be the forefront.
Okay, so he'll be more in the forefront?
Yeah.
Okay, then there you go. Then that would kind of rectify some of the issues. I know that may sound contradictory to what I said before, but only because they give Kong more attention than most kaiju.
Mm-hmm.
So to know that he's going to be getting more attention in the next movie, Godzilla is good. Next up is Kong Skull Island. Very fun adventure movie. Saw this one in theaters. Amazing. Really fun time. Tom Hiddleston's great in the movie. I really do think so. Honestly, I love the skull crawlers. I love how the island kind of feels lived in that opening scene with Kong just tearing, like no subtlety, just tearing through the fucking helicopters is amazing. And then my number one. Oh, this is everyone's favorite movie, King of the Monsters.
I respect that. Visuals,
I respect
alone,
it.
I can understand that.
Visuals alone, like, look, you take a screenshot for every shot in King of the Monsters. Ghidorah's awakening in Antarctica, Mothra coming out. It's like wallpaper worthy almost. It's one of the most stunning, spectacle-driven kaiju films, and we've seen in a modern day. Obviously,
really
it's no
fact.
It's obviously no gut. Sorry, go ahead.
Oh no, you're good.
Wait, what was the fact? I'm just curious.
Oh yeah, so according to the Godzilla and Kong New Empire novelization, Shimo was the one that froze Ghidorah.
Interesting.
We found out in the novelization.
Okay, this is the best shot. Cool. I got it on my phone. It's the best shot of King of the Monsters.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Oh yeah,
I agree with that.
That's amazing.
That was awesome.
In that one shot, it perfectly establishes Ghidorah as a threat just because he's like towering over Godzilla.
Well, I wonder if do you think Shimo froze Ghidorah because before he was captured? Probably.
I think
Probably.
I want that. My guess it would be because I know it was a while. I think it was before Monarch came along.
But
yeah.
Anyways, and then I love the color scheme of the movie. The blue and the rain. It sets like kind of a moody tone. And the human characters, not the best. I like the dad in the movie, but the mom as the villain's kind of dumb. I'm just gonna be honest. But in terms of spectacle and on-screen kaiju goodness, you can't beat it. And honestly, even more of a hot take, tied with Trick or Treat, this might be my favorite Michael Dougherty movie. I don't know which one I like more.
I mean, I do not agree. I disagree a little bit. Granted, I still enjoy King of the Monsters, but I respect that a lot, having that at top of your list.
And honestly, it's in my top 10 Godzilla films. It's not better than -1. Nowhere near as good as -1. It's not even better than Shin Godzilla. It's not even better than Shin Godzilla. But I enjoyed the hell out of this movie, and I don't apologize. And
fair enough, man. But I was gonna show this to Gavin since he popped in later. I was gonna show you that I found something at the pawn shop that I wasn't expecting to find.
Mm-hmm.
And hint, it's something we just watched.
Oh, no way.
Found the Blu-ray for $5 freaking.
Oh, that's awesome.
I wonder, what would suck, Luke? Imagine if it gets announced right after.
Because, dude, this Blu-ray is not very easy to find. So I'm glad I found it. And
oh yeah, that's cool.
Also, I do want to show you the stuff that Steven sent to me.
Oh yeah, I sent him a few things. just trying to get rid of some stuff I don't really care for.
So I'll show this one off first. So I got the Secret of Nim.
And like I said, anyone interested, hit me up. We'll do a trade.
I will send, and I can send you guys the email for that, like if you guys want to contact him. So got that one. Then I got the Criterion of 3 Outlaw Samurai.
That's like the cheapest Criterion that I found. I found it for $15 at Barnes and Nobles. And this is
Oh,
at
wow.
Barnes and Nobles. They upcharge everything. It's always been $15. It's crazy.
Wow.
That's not even when
Interesting.
it goes on sale.
Well, I got it for free, so.
There you go.
Fun
Fun
I
fact:
got-
there is no special features on that Criterion. It's just the
Oh, that's
trailer.
probably why it's so cheap.
I know this one I already have on 4K, but I think this steelbook is actually very out of print. I think Steven
is.
would know. Okay,
I
this
got
steelbook
it
is
at
actually
Best
very out of
Buy.
print.
It is.
So like when he was getting rid of it, I was like, I'll take it.
And that's not the
Alien
only
Covenant.
4K steel I'm
Oh,
trying
wow.
to get rid of. Just want to give you guys a heads up.
Look at that. Look at that. It's pretty awesome.
It is nice.
And I
Yeah.
do love this movie. I love Alien Covenant.
I liked it at first, hated it on rewatch.
I've only
I've
seen the
only seen
first
it
film in the franchise, so
The first one's great.
I do need to watch Aliens. I want to watch that very
Aliens
soon.
is better in my opinion.
That's what I've heard. I thought it was okay. I thought the first one was okay.
And then got an Arrow Video title because Steven told me he was going to get the 4K for this one, so
Yeah.
he gave me the Blu-ray.
Mm-hmm.
Now, Mike, I just want to say this. I know you don't like this movie,
He
but
doesn't?
No,
No.
fuck choking on the cord.
yeah,
How the hell did you know? Oh yeah, you were
this
here
is,
earlier.
it's the original one.
I know.
And plus, and
It's fun.
this is, in my opinion, this is like. I mean, I can kind of look at this one as kind of a guilty pleasure, but at the same time, ever since I first watched it, I did really enjoy this because I first watched this when I was getting on a big like Stephen King kick. Like I was in a phase where I was just wanting to watch a lot of the Stephen King adaptations, so I watched this one, and I even rewatched it when I was watching all of them to prepare for the new one, and I still really like it. Like,
Nice.
I still do enjoy this movie.
I never
Mike, you don't
finished
like
the
it?
newer one. I just
The,
couldn't.
the,
I
the
was like,
newer
this
one's
is
terrible. But I can just say this: the second one I thought was okay. There's actually some really cool visual ideas that they throw in that movie. I hated the third one.
The third
fourth
one kind of looks fun. It has some cool gore from what I've seen.
okay, there's some decent gore in that one, but that's really whatever. The fourth one, Children of the Corn 4, The Gathering, I also did like. Everything else, terrible. Everything else after the fourth film is just terrible.
I just want to know how come there's such a demand for it. Like I liked the first movie, but I didn't think that people were obsessed with seeing, a cult of kids in
like characters
porn.
like
That's
Isaac or
such a-
Malachi back in the mix,
Yeah.
He wants you too, Malachi. That line actually gives me chills. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Fuck
But
that
this
little
one-
shit.
Mike, shut up. You better go back to bed since you slept on me again.
Isaac is a cunt.
Get out of here, man. You slept on me again.
Okay.
So, but even though now this one I don't necessarily love this movie, but I've been wanting to get this movie for a while, especially for a Scream Factory Blu-ray. And
Mhm.
but this one, like again, I was wanting to get. I was always tempted, but I was like, it's not going to come with a slipcover. I know it because I wanted it with the slipcover. And when Steven told me he was getting rid of it and it had the slip, I was like, oh, dude, I want it.
I was shocked.
I mean, again, I also do want to give this movie another try though, because I did like it at first, but again, I want to see if it improves for me.
Okay.
Valentine. Dude, look at this slipcover, dude.
It
Look
is
at
an
that.
amazing slipcover.
Look at that
Look,
artwork.
it is. And again, you see one of the actors from Scream 4 and 5 in it. So as the protagonist. So I mean, there's that.
Yeah, and here's the reversible cover right here.
I remember when that Blu-ray was announced. People were excited.
And I'm glad. I mean, again, I'm very happy to have it in the collection. It also doesn't it doesn't help like why I was so excited to get this was because I'm a Scream Factory sucker. Like,
Aren't we all?
So, but it's just also this one in particular though, because dude.
Okay, look, yeah, I love the blue. I love the arrows and shit.
Like look at all that.
If only
The
Scream
arrows
Factory
and the
can do
the
that for
Valentine
their
kind of stuff, dude.
4Ks.
Yeah, but they're not. But they're just gonna use this for the 4K though. If they ever
I
announce one.
know. I hate that. I get that it costs money to reissue artwork, but it pisses me off. The only time they do new artwork is if you buy like the deluxe version of it, and it costs more.
Like
and then you
off
have
of the
to
website.
get like,
Because I know they did that with the Chucky movies.
yeah, and then you have to like pay more, and it's like really, like you didn't do that before. Arrow doesn't do that. Like I'm just saying,
But
I love
do
Shout
want
Factory, still.
there is a couple other Scream Factory titles I do want to get with the slipcover.
I want to get RoboCop 2 on 4K.
I was trying to think of a couple. One I definitely want to get for the Scream Factory Blu-ray of with a slipcover is John Carpenter's Vampires.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I love.
I want to watch Vampires.
Check it out. It's really fun. If you guys want to see like a like the last like really good John Carpenter movie before he just kind of trailed off with his career, I would definitely recommend Vampires.
I thought that since you're a Jason Statham fan, that your favorite would be Ghost of Mars. I'm just kidding.
That movie's not that great, honestly.
I haven't
he's not
seen
really
it.
in it. He's not in it too much though. From what I remember.
Really? I heard. I didn't know that. Oh.
Again, from
I
what
thought
I
he was in
remember,
it
I haven't seen the film in years.
I'm kind of curious because it kind of looks like really dumb but really fun.
But I mean, I'm trying to think of another good Scream Factory title. Ghost Ship. I never want to get Ghost Ship.
I mean,
I heard
Winnie
that
the Pooh
movie's
Blood and
terrible.
Honey 1 has a pretty good Scream Factory.
It does,
I
and it has a
the-
steel.
I mean, you and I have the steelbook, so
Apparently they're
Both
releasing
own
the
it?
standard Blu-ray
Yeah,
for the film.
they
They
are.
showed that at the screening we went. They had like the people talking ahead of the film, and they showed the trailer for Winnie the Pooh Blood and Honey 1. And they said coming to Blu-ray. I forgot what month it was, but it's just a standard Blu-ray.
I'm
It's
on their
coming soon.
website right now. I could check for y'all. They ship out. I think it's already out. No, it ships by 0409, so it should have already been shipped. But does it come out that day? So if so, it's already been out
I think
for a
it was
while.
scheduled to come out that day, if I remember correctly.
Okay.
But here's the
Killer
other one.
Clowns
I was
are
also
on
thinking to
4K.
get House of Wax.
I think you can still
yeah.
get that one for like $30. So it's not too bad.
And
Killer Clowns, I'm going to be getting.
But one I have to get.
That
for
one
sure,
looks really cool.
Because one I have to get though because of the cover, dude. Like I love the cover, and I also actually really do like the movie. It's 13 Ghosts.
Oh yeah.
I might
really
want to
enjoy
check it out.
13 Ghosts is
I'm
pretty
curious.
kick-ass, dude.
For Scream Factories that I want to get their Tokusatsu. First of all, also, again, Shout, I love you. I don't know why you changed your name to Shout Studios. I prefer Factory, but that's just me being very nitpicky for no reason. I want to get the
Again.
Tokusatsu collection, and I want to get. Honestly, this is going to sound really interesting, but because it's such a bad movie, I want to get it. I want to get the Island of Dr. Moreau from the 90s. Yeah. Hell yeah. Let's go. Let's put that awful movie on Blu-ray because they're putting that out. I want to get Orphan because they're putting out Orphan.
I saw that. I was like, that's really cool.
No,
I
Orphan?
might.
Wait,
Yeah, they're putting out
Orphan's
Orphan.
a fun
I
one.
I have Orphan already.
Yeah, that they announced the Shout Factory. Oh, you didn't know?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
I don't own it, so I'll probably pick it up because I do have to also pick up First Kill. I really enjoyed First Kill.
First Kill was good, dude. That was some good stuff. That twist that is revealed halfway through.
I like the twist in Orphan First Kill more than the one in the first movie.
They're coming out with RoboCop 2 on 4K. I might grab that since I do enjoy RoboCop 2.
I mean,
Dude,
I
RoboCop
love
2
I love the first one. I don't remember how I feel about the second one though. I think I do
I
remember.
like it.
I
I
remember
think-
liking the second one, but again, I'm not.
I think when you get to the
1000% sure.
third film, it gets pretty bad, but I enjoy the
The
second.
third
film.
one's pretty bad, yeah. But
Third one's
Apparently,
bad.
Sam Raimi is being eyed to direct the Tom Holland Spider-Man 4.
Yep, I mentioned that, Gav. That was before you were
Interesting.
here, though.
But I will say, in regards to like 4Ks coming soon, one I'm very excited about, Dune Part 2. I can't wait to put that
I
next
mean,
to my
of
Dune.
course. I mean, who's not excited about that?
I mean, I watched it 4 times now. I watched it earlier today. I'm gonna finish it off. I got like half an hour in, and I was like, I'll probably save it. I'm gonna watch that probably after the stream. Gonna finish that, and of course, I got my Ride the Beast Arrakis Dune shirt on right now. So.
I'm trying to
Oh,
look
and
and see what
Gav,
else
we were
is
talking
on.
about this earlier. We got through Luke's, but I asked like what everyone's like number one comfort movie is.
Yeah.
So, like Steven, what would be your number one comfort movie?
Okay, so I have like, can I list like maybe 5 real quick? If I
Go
think
just
about it?
name your top comfort movies. Go for it.
Okay, so it's my favorite movie, so I'm biased, even though it's really depressing. The Crow is a comfort movie. As
Okay.
odd as it can.
The
Shawshank
original. I
Redemption.
love the original.
The Shawshank Redemption, if you really think about it, is kind of a comfort movie since you're just watching these prisoners live life day to day in the prison. There's hardships and shit, but it's very comforting. The Intern with Robert De Niro isn't one of my all-time favorite movies, but it's kind of a comforting movie to watch. It's just like a very fun little movie to
Very
watch.
nice
I
and
like
calm movie just to watch. Like,
it's just a relaxing movie. It's not like the greatest movie ever, but it's relaxing. Other comfort films, usually like I don't know, like if it's like comfort, I try not to watch something with too much suspense because it's comfort, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You want to get nice and cozy and all that kind of good stuff. I honestly think just give me like 2 minutes, man. I'm sorry.
You're good.
like there's one because I know Mike was really surprised by one of my picks, which is a very out of pocket one, which is The Green Knight.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
That's actually one of my
that one's
comfort
interesting.
movies. It's very out of pocket for sure, but I don't know, man. I just find myself just relaxing to it. Like whenever I decide to go back and watch it, I just relax. Like there's nothing
I
really
feel like-
too much about it to a point where where I just like need to be like on the edge of my seat. Like it's just one of those films where I can just lay back, relax, and just watch it. Like
I feel like Crazy Stupid Love is a good one to relax to.
oh, that's a good movie.
That's a very fun comedy, but it's also like a good romance movie. So I feel like that's like a perfect medium. And again, not all time favorites, comforting, rewatchable. I feel like that's a good one.
I also picked again, I'm just saying this for Gavin because he popped in a little bit later than
No, that gives me time to think. So go ahead. For the
I
last
did
one.
also pick The Bad Guys.
Mm.
I mean, yeah, I don't need to explain myself on that one. That's a great movie. I also picked you should have known me by this point. I mean, hence the shirt, Super Mario Brothers.
You know what? My next one is probably The Nice Guys. Maybe.
I love The Nice Guys.
Maybe.
That'd actually be a really good pick, though, dude. I'm not gonna lie.
It's a fun action comedy, low stakes, good character building, fun comedy. It's a relaxing movie. There's just nothing wrong with it. So
Yeah.
I think those would be my 5 comfort movies, I would say.
Those are good ones. What about you, Mike?
Okay, so mine, T2 Judgment Day, because I've seen that like way too many times. Blind Spotting, even though it's a very like serious subject, I can like watch that movie any freaking day. The Perks of Being a Wallflower, kind of the same thing. Fantastic Mr. Fox, I can watch that like anytime, any day. Same thing with RoboCop, the original. And then
That's
one that just
a
like
good
brings
one.
back childhood memories that I like to go back and just watch because it just makes me comfortable. Thomas and the Magic Railroad. Y'all know that movie?
Oh yeah, of course I
That's
do.
a good one. But
What is
there's
that, like a
actually one
Thomas
I
the Tank
forgot
Engine
to-
thing? Or
Uh-huh. Yep. I used
There's
to
one I
watch
actually
all
did
the
forget
time.
to. There's actually one I did forget to point out because I feel stupid for not pointing it out because I remember there was one day when I watched this film that I literally, as soon as it was done, I just started it back over. Like, a little movie called Sing Street.
I've never seen Sing Street, believe it or not, guys. I want
I
to see
haven't
it.
either. So
Same.
That one is. I may need to do that one soon on the channel. I may need to do Sing Street and get you guys for first reactions, because
I feel like another really good, comforting movie for me. Honestly, I would have to go with, I feel like, I feel like anything buddy cop can kind of be like a comfort movie if you think about it.
Rush
Yeah.
Hour.
Lethal Weapon, if you really think about it, is kind of comforting to watch.
That's a
I love
Christmas
both.
Burn
I love both of the Jump Street movies. With I wouldn't count them as comfort movies, but I love both Jump Streets with Channing Tatum and Jonah Hill.
You know what's a really good comfort movie, guys? That I
Yeah.
think we can all agree on, like 100%. Like there's just no question about it at any day of the week. I would have to say that the greatest comfort movie of all time, hands down, would have to be. Fuck, I'm trying to be
Morbius.
ironic. Morbius. I think Morbius is the most relaxing movie I've ever seen. I
really
think Cam just being non-ironic. Damn it, I can't own this one.
It really is. It's so comforting. It's very chill, very relaxing. It can
Yeah.
put you right to sleep. It's great.
Honestly, I feel a sense of zen when I see Jared Leto on screen.
When I see shirtless, buff Jared Leto and Morbius, I just can't help but feel comforted.
I can't help but feel like everything's gonna be okay,
Yeah,
and we're all gonna be all right, guys. It's gonna be all right.
Exactly.
It's Morbin time. It's Morbin
exactly.
time.
Get that on
Remember
my
when he
face.
said-
What about you,
Yes.
Gav?
Morbid.
I got. I'm gonna do. I got four.
Yeah,
Okay.
go.
And they're all pretty different films. First off, right off the bat, get it out of the way. Dune Part 2.
Really?
It became when I was like, I love this movie, and then on my second watch, I was like, I could watch this probably any day. And I was on, I saw it Friday the 1st and Saturday the 2nd, and then I saw it again a third time in cinemas, and I was like, yeah, I gotta watch this. And then today, of course, I watched it, and I want to watch it again today. But it's definitely one that is a comfort film for me. I watch it, I'm in it, I'm locked in, and I'm just having a good time with it. I love that movie so much. Another one is the OG. I didn't care too much for the new one, but the original Mean Girls film, I watched that. any
Actually,
day.
you know what? That's a good pick.
I love it. I
Good
laugh.
pick.
I think it's
I respect that.
amazing.
Good movie.
I adore that film. Third, I got the OG Tobey Maguire Spider-Man movie.
That's another
I've
good
grown
one,
up
actually.
with that movie. I've watched it countless times. I just friggin' love it. And then fourth is one we have discussed is 21 Jump Street. Again, one I'll turn on and I'll just laugh for however long that film is, and I just think it's hilarious every single time. And I feel like
Yeah, but
after
I
a
think
couple
if
of
I-
rewatches, Superbad might be up there too. 'Cause
Oh
I
my
thought that
God,
was
yeah.
I
hilarious.
love Superbad, but if I need someone that's just gonna,
Mortal Kombat
Hey.
Annihilation. That's what you're about to say. I knew it, Luke. I know you so well, man.
I hate you so much.
I have that on Blu-ray.
I don't, and for obvious reasons.
That's the only
Because you're
MK
waiting for
movie.
it to
That's
come
the
out on
only
4K.
MK movie I have, I think.
For
Sorry,
obvious
Luke.
reasons, for obvious reasons, I do not own Mortal Kombat Annihilation.
Because you're waiting for a 4K.
I
I'm
fucking
just
hate
kidding.
you. Like I
I'm
just
just
said.
kidding. I'm sorry.
I
I
gotta
was
get the
going
new
to
one.
say if I need
Newer one.
something, if I need something like where I'm just gonna be instantly logged in and entertained for 90 minutes, I'm just gonna pop on the two Crank movies.
Yeah,
I'm just gonna pop those on. Like if I need
It's
something
so-
to just sit back and laugh for, like, just laugh straight for 90 minutes, like those are definitely gonna fill that void for me.
for
Like,
sure.
but they're not like so bad. They're good movies. Like they're actually like genuinely good movies.
First one, yes. Second one, I don't know about that one. I think that one that dives into, for me at least, I think it's so bad it's good. Because I think the second one, I think the first half is good, and I think the second one is kind of terrible. Second half is kind of terrible of the second film. but it's still like one. He's on fire and he's just punching guys. Like I'm gonna enjoy them. I'm gonna enjoy my time with that.
I know we're talking about movies, but no one mentioned The Office as a show. It's just the most comforting shit to watch.
I
ever.
binged like the first probably 2 seasons of that one day, one night. I was locked. I think it's great.
I thought I was gonna try to think of a good. Rescue Me was kind of a comfort show for me. I was binging that for a while. It's a it's a firefighter like somewhat kind of comedy show with Dennis Leary. But if I have to say for like so bad they're good movies, like for ones that are like definitely just gonna fill that void for me would probably definitely be Highlander. Like that one, I'm just gonna laugh my ass off the entire way through.
Before I get into my my comfort movies, comfort shows for me, actually my number one comfort show would be Teen Titans Go. I'm gonna be honest.
My comfort show is definitely Drake and Josh. Like,
yeah, my
comfort
show would be old school, and I'm not talking about modern, but old school classic South Park and Family Guy.
Yes.
There was just no beating them back
Screw
then.
you guys. I'm getting him. Actually, I got a better one. Screw you guys. I'm gonna be him.
Like when he fed Scott Tenorman his parents and grinded up chili, I was like, this is very relaxing. I'm in a place right now.
I need to eat your parents.
Oh, Scott Tenorman's tears, yummy.
Okay, if that sounded annoying to you guys, I deeply apologize. Because
I think Cartman's a very mature, very understated young boy, and I think he's gonna grow up to become a fine adult. Honestly, kind of like how Mr. Garrison is a role model.
Almost like, yeah. Do you like it? Do you like it, Scott? I call it Mr. and Mrs. Tenement Chili. I want to shout out Zach Gola for a minute because last time I had him on my live show, he loved my Mr. Mackey impression. So
I will say one that way Mike is up there as well.
Well, you better not, because let me tell you something about smoking. Because smoking's bad. Good. Kind of the thing about tattling is tattling's bad. Okay, because nobody likes to tattle. Good.
I will say one that might
what you say, Mike?
A comfort watch for me. I've only seen it once, but I really enjoyed it. Was Jason Lives. I really enjoyed that one the first watch, and then I was like,
yeah.
That was like the only Friday film apart from the 2009 film that I was like fully invested in, and I was like, wait, this is actually
Jason Lives is great.
Part 6, that's great. My favorite. I've seen I think 7 of them. That's my favorite one so far.
I think that should
is my
be
favorite for sure. I love Jason.
Me too. And then part 5, honestly, I don't care what people say.
Dude, he rips the guy's arm off, and then he just goes flying into a tree and hits it face first.
I'm gonna be honest. I didn't care for Jason Lives.
I love Jason Lives.
And then
it's between that and part 5 are just 2 of my favorites.
Dude, he has his machete. His arm is still on, and I was like, "Hey, man, better give this guy an arm back." Like,
my 2 favorites are part 6, and I still have to watch 2, 3, 4, and then 9 and 10. But my 2 favorites currently are the part 6, and then second place is the theatrical cut of 2009. I thought I like 2009 traditionally. I thought the killer cut was just okay. I think it was a little worse, but still both good. I would
say my top 3 are part 6, part 4, or part 6, part 5, and then part 4. Maybe part 5 and then 4 switched around and stuff.
I think for me personally, you guys are probably gonna kill me for this one. Obviously my number one's part 6. Like, I love part 6. And then I'm gonna go the original, because yes, I know. I grew up with the original. Okay,
totally fair. I hate that. That's my least favorite one right now. Is the OG,
and that's not okay. That's fine. I just didn't want other people coming at me for that because I love the original. Because again, I grew up with that, but I put my hands up on it. So
what's next?
Yeah. In third place, I actually can't really decide between either Part 3 or the final chapter. Like
Final
they
Chapter's
both kind of switch for me.
good.
Bro, his face reveal in Part 4. Not gonna say anything. That's all I'm
Yeah,
gonna say. His
that was
face
pretty
reveal.
great.
That's it.
Tom
Out of part
Savini's
one-
effects in that movie.
Tom
were well
Savini's
done.
awesome.
Yeah. My
I will
top two
say-
would be first place Part 3, second place the remake, the theatrical cut, and then third place would be Freddy vs. Jason. I don't like. I know it's a hot take. I don't like Part 6 or Part 4. I think they're both really
What?
boring.
That's
Wait,
fair.
wait. Boring though. I don't understand
Hold on
that.
one second. Let me tell you something about Freddy vs. Jason. Now it's time to put this bad dog to sleep.
Yeah,
Look,
I
some of the
love
CGI
Freddy
in
vs.
Freddy
Jason.
vs. Jason is really bad though. I
And
won't
bro, like the
pretend.
way that he freaking
It's awful.
when
It's
his
an
arm gets
awful
chopped
movie,
off-
but I had so much fun with it.
I had a good time with
bro,
it.
the
I
way
will
that
say
Freddy's
my
arm gets
least.
chopped off and is like
I-
like this.
I did a
Mhm.
double
Like, oh.
feature. Was it? I think I did a double feature one day. I watched. It was bad. I watched part 1 and I watched part 8. I've been watching them in a weird order, but part 1 that was a chore to get through. I thought like barely anything happened. I was so bored. And
Part
then
eight's
part
pretty
8,
bad.
same thing. So I was very bored. The characters were unlikable. A
Yeah,
lot of the like kid Jason stuff in that movie is so stupid.
it
Like
was-
he's afraid of
I
water
think
now.
Part 8 for me is a guilty pleasure. Like there's actually some
I
actually
think-
some kills in that movie that actually just make me laugh my ass
I
off.
think when
Like,
it comes to Freddy vs. Jason, I think we could all agree the best part of those movies was the lead girl's knockers. Like seriously, like I'm not even kidding. Like she was so fucking hot in that movie, guys. Like, am I the only one that
agree.
thinks that?
But I wanted to say this about Part 8. There's one kill in Part 8 that makes me just like I fall on the floor and just continue laughing.
What?
It's the scene where it's one of the
Isn't
kills on
Fauna-
the boat. It's one
Oh,
of the kills on the boat. It's the scene where he grabs the guy and throws him, and he just completely gets electrocuted, and the effects on it look so terrible.
What about the scene where he punches that dude's head off?
That's
I
the best.
like
That's
the
the
movie.
movie.
That kill's actually that kill's actually legitimately clever. Like
That kills.
I
funny
will
as
say-
shit.
that kill's clever.
It's been said several times, but after seeing it, it's so weird that it's like, oh, Jason's in New York. He's pretty much in New York for like 5 seconds of the movie.
Like
Pretty much, yeah.
I agree.
it's in
But
fucking
listen,
Vancouver, not New York.
Here's the
Right.
thing. Here's the one thing about Part 8 that's legitimately like I don't think anyone could fight me on this. Is that Part 8 has one of the best theme songs for the entire
I agree with
franchise.
that. I
The
think I'll agree with
darkest
that.
side of the night.
He's the puppy.
What's
So
up?
what's
Walt?
what's the puppy's favorite? What's the puppy's favorite, buddy?
I don't think he's old enough to watch Friday the 13th.
Yeah,
he
he
watched
is.
I do wanna
Cannibal
say this,
Holocaust.
I also want to say this.
Oh
as well.
yeah, he did watch Cannibal Holocaust with us. Shit, I forgot.
Wait, so wait. You showed your pet Cannibal Holocaust.
Well, he was in the room when we
Well,
were
he was in
watching.
the room.
Well,
Me,
he was
Gav,
sleeping.
Mike, and Toby
They
watched
should've been-
Cannibal Holocaust on a
I
call
remember
together.
that. I remember
Yeah.
his dog was in the room during the horse track scene when we were watching Crank High Voltage.
Yep.
Okay, I need to know what this horse scene is about. I
No,
have to
you
watch
just, you
Crank
just got
too.
you just have to watch it.
Like we're not going to tell you
Obviously.
like anything about that.
I'm gonna
scene.
have to watch
You
it.
watch it yourself, man. 'cause-
But boys, I have bad news. I'm leaving. I'm
Oh.
gotta
okay,
work
Steven. Well,
tomorrow.
thank you for coming, and I appreciate.
I was
it.
actually gonna head
Adios.
out too, but I
Yeah.
mean,
I'll give my I'll head
Yeah.
out. I'm gonna
Bye,
give my
puppy.
comfort movies first. But nice to talk to you, Steven.
No,
Okay. My comfort movies, I have 4 of them. It would be Scream 5. I really like. I watched that movie so many times when it first came out. And then obviously this one's newer, Madam Web, because I watched it 7 times. And then I actually have.
I think because we all like. Here's a good question. Like we all have to at least have one out of pocket comfort movie. Like
Yep.
we're all gonna have that. I think that's I think when it comes to UCAM, that's gonna be your out of pocket one. Is
For
Madam
sure,
Web.
for sure. And then the next
'Cause
comfort
my
movie
out of
I
pocket
have.
one's The Green Knight, and yours is Madam Web. That's actually kind
Yeah.
of funny.
I don't know what it is. That's the thing.
Actually, you finish off yours, and we'll ask Mike what his out of pocket one is.
Yeah. I have the next 2 physically. It's a double feature pack, but the original Fantastic Four from 2005. I've watched this movie for years. I absolutely love it. It's cheesy, The acting's not great, but I love it. And then my all-time comfort movie, I've seen it probably like 30 times, especially in the summer, Deadpool 2.
Oh yeah.
The theatrical cut, I think is better than the super duper cut, just because I think the jokes like flow better. And this is a hot take, but it shouldn't be. Deadpool 2 is better than the first one.
Fair enough.
I actually agree.
I do not agree, but fair. I prefer the first one. So, Mike, I wanted to ask before we leave, what is your out-of-pocket comfort movie?
Out of pocket, I'm gonna go Kill Bill.
You cut out for a second.
Oh, my out of pocket's gonna be Kill Bill. Sorry.
That's a good out-of-pocket one, actually.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Fair
Kill
enough.
Bill. A couple
I mean,
others
I don't even know at this point. I mean, maybe the more I watch these two, these could be my out-of-pocket ones. Like,
yeah.
But as of right now, my out-of-pocket one's The Green Knight. Like,
yeah, my other ones that I have though, The Holdovers is one of them for sure. An American Werewolf in London, Hot Fuzz, The Holdovers.
You said that already.
Yeah. Oh, The Holdovers, yeah. Okay. My bad.
I was gonna say another one that I actually find comforting. Did I say comforting? Comforting. Jesus Christ!
This guy's comfort movie is Cannibal Holocaust.
It would be too.
He's snoring.
I still can't believe we watched Cannibal Holocaust.
I'm actually not even gonna lie to you. I got another out-of-pocket one, and it's another A24 film. Another out-of-pocket comfort movie for me is Dream Scenario.
All right. Yeah. I haven't seen that one, but it's Nick Cage, so I bet it's fun, at least.
It's got some pretty dark, fucked up moments in it to a point where it's like people are gonna really question me, like why that's a comfort movie. But I just feel relaxed whenever I watch it. Like whenever I've seen Dream Scenario like 3 times right now, I feel relaxed every time I watch it. Like
that's fair.
I mean, I can't even feel like watching it again now. Like that's how much I enjoy it, man. Like, but then again, at the same time, but then again, though, the Crank movies always cross into my mind.
Yeah.
So, like, I want to go back and watch those. Cam, you and I should just, like, it should just be you and me at one point just watching those 2 movies together. Like,
for sure. That'd be fun.
Like, that would be amazing. Like,
and me.
Well, I'm going to do that with you separately. But but I also want to do it with Cam at some point because I cannot lie to you. Like, the way you were reacting to some of those scenes, especially the horse track scene in Crank 2,
insanity,
priceless. Like,
it was insane. I'm so glad we have it on video.
Even one of the jokes I made, I think it was for High Voltage. One of the jokes I made, like, I'm cranky and I know it.
That was hilarious.
Like, Mike, let's see if you remember what song was I joking on when I said I'm cranky and I know it.
Oh, sexy, you know, that's pretty obvious.
That's like, I mean, like, I'm cranky and I know it. Like, even when I think about when I said that, I can't even lie. I still make myself laugh when I made that joke.
It was hilarious, dude. I don't blame you.
Like, but then again, though, like, I think again, I'm not trying to brag or anything like that. I'm just, again, like, sometimes, like, when you make a good joke, you have to deliver it at the right time.
Exactly.
Like, again, not to brag, but this kind of felt like how I did the joke was like when we were just making some more Crank jokes. I just was like, yeah, I had to do that one. Or what? Like what? Like when we were watching the first one, like Cranky Driver.
Yep.
Like that needs to be a movie. Like just have Jason Statham be the crankiest driver and then just running into people. Like no, actually, to make it a little bit more gruesome, how about he angrily drives a monster truck?
That would be great.
That'd be insane.
That would legit be the greatest. That would legit be the greatest thing. Actually, like angrily driving it with a bomb on his chest. Come on.
And he can't slow down when the bomb blew up.
Well, no, like, well, and also his heart rate is also going to speed up too. So basically, he can't slow down the monster truck or his heart rate. Like, let's make that like a little bit of a double cross. Like,
Yeah.
like basically like a crossover of speed and crank, and then match those into one. And then basically you get Cranky Driver, like basically. I was trying to think of another good one that we also came up with. I remember I also picked the Chronicles of Crankic.
Yes.
The parody of the Chronicles of Riddick.
Crankbusters after Crank.
Yes.
Yep, our Black Crankmas.
Oh my god. We wish you a Merry Crankmas.
Yes.
That should be like our new meme for Christmas every year now is Merry Crankmas.
Yes.
That
Merry
should be
Crankmas, motherfuckers.
Crank Moon.
Oh, bad crank.
Bad Crank. Bad Cranks for Life. How's that?
Bad crank, rider crank.
Crank Race. Crank Show.
Yes.
Like that would be.
Don't forget
I'm not gonna lie,
Crank BS.
that would actually be perfect. Crank
You can't
Show.
forget Crank BS.
What?
Crank BS.
Yes. Crank,
Uh,
Madam.
Crankolizer.
Mm-hmm.
The Devil's Back Crank.
The Frank Bone.
It's a Devil's Crank Bone. I like that one too.
Mm-hmm.
The Burning Crank. Bubba Ho Crank. Mike, you actually want to know how I actually first heard about Bubba Hotep?
How's that?
Zach Pope.
Oh.
He showed
Yeah.
He showed the Blu-ray for it in one of his Blu-ray collections, and he said it was Bruce Campbell as an older version of Elvis Presley, and he has to kill a mummy. And I was like,
Yeah.
"Yep."
And then I told you to watch.
But then also you got me into it too. So
yeah, I was the one who said, "Hey, go watch this shit." And you're like, oh, "Okay, maybe I'll see it someday." And now it's in like your favorite fucking movies ever.
that might be another out-of-pocket comfort movie for me as Bubba Hotep.
I need to buy that on 4K.
I'll think about that.
Let me see if that's like on a better deal on eBay or some shit.
Well, unfortunately, I'm gonna have to get going. It's late where I am, and I got school in the morning. But this was super fun. Thank you, Luke, as always.
Yeah, but like I want to make a couple more crank jokes before we get out of here.
Go ahead.
So we can end the night off on a high note. Body of Cranks. Contra Crank.
The Crank Journey.
Cobb Crank.
The Conjuring 3, The Crank Made Me Do It.
Okay, that's the perfect one to end on right there. That's perfect.
Yeah.
All right, guys, we're gonna get out of here. So peace out.